What's going on, guys? This podcast is brought to you by David Protein Bars. I'm going to show you guys, if you guys have not checked them out yet, they're kind of the newest thing on the market. Everybody's raving about them. This is David Protein Bars. I partnered with them because they actually knew I was eating their protein bars, and they gave me a call, and we started to kind of work together, and it's been really nice. They are actually great people over there that run the company, and they really care. And it's evident because they got a protein bar here with 28 grams of protein, 150 calories, 0 grams of sugar, which is really nice because somebody like me who likes to snack actually now has a way to snack without feeling like I am going overboard. So when I have a meal, if I still want to snack, I got these protein bars to add 30 grams of protein or approximately 30 grams of protein to my day. Or if I'm out and about and I want something, I can throw a protein bar in and I don't feel like I'm eating a ton of sugar or anything like that. So guys, right now they got a special. If you buy 4 boxes, you get the 5th one free, and they do ship to Canada. Use code RBP at checkout. You will not regret it. They taste awesome, and it's just a shot of protein. It's actually perfect. Guys, you're going to love it. davidprotein.com. Check them out. Hello, Mr. Lauzon.
Hello, Fouad.
You're early today. How are you?
Good. How are you?
This is like a meatballs and hummus all over again.
What should we talk about?
You miss doing meatballs and hummus, don't you?
I do. I do kind of miss it. I like those. I like the long form podcast that we do with everybody, but sometimes I enjoy a short one.
All right. Well, maybe what we should do is I'm going to set up a room, and it's going to have we're going to do a lot. We'll do like a full video. It won't be like virtual. And you'll have a chair and I'll have a chair, and we'll just shoot the shit.
My chair cannot be smaller than yours, like it is at the gym. Equal size chair.
No.
Yes.
No. So that's
You're not getting something thrown, and I get like a little lawn chair.
okay. You know what? I'm going to get you a throne, and I'll just have a stool. How's that?
Well, I don't actually get back problems. You need some lumbar support.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad it's nice to know that you care about me, Paul.
Yeah. Well, I know your back's been bothering you lately too. That's going to aggravate it.
So you'll have a throne, and I'll have a lawn chair. How's that?
Okay.
Not even,
sure.
not even like a real lawn chair, like one of the foldable ones. You know, the ones that you like expand.
With a cup holder, like when you bring them to games.
Yeah. Those. All right. So you guys weren't here for this, but me and Paul are gonna start doing meatballs and hummus again.
Nice.
But Paul will only do it if he gets to sit in a throne, and I have to sit in a lawn chair.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
He wants to have power over me.
Well, at least seemingly, I'll have power over you.
Does Bob do this to you, Seth? Because Bob is like your Paul. Does Bob do this to you? Does he try and
I
dominate
met
you?
Bob. I really liked him.
Bob's a good dude.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we fuck with each other on the things that we're good at, and I'm not good at. You know, it's fun.
But he doesn't try and dominate you in any way like Paul does to me.
He probably tries to assert himself.
No, yeah, it just lets me know that he's better than me in certain situations.
Oh, okay. What is Bob better than you? What is Bob better than you at?
Running, being patient, pretty much driving or riding a motorcycle, driving a car, like shit like that. He just like way far and beyond anything I can do. Like he's been a car and bike guy since he was a kid.
What are you better than him at?
Everything else. Laying pipe.
I fuck way more chicks.
Yeah, way more.
You kill him at a bodybuilding show.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it's a fun dynamic because we have a ton in common, but at the same time, like, bro, Bob used to be Fat Bob. So
did he really?
Really?
Oh, Bob used to be like 285.
Like I think when I met him, he had like a little bit of chub on him, but I don't remember him being like fat.
Maybe he's
got a runner's build now.
Oh yeah, he was fat. Like
really?
Before, yeah, dude, 285, 265 was like a sweet spot for him. And then one day he just decided like I'm gonna start doing Ironmans, and then became Mr. Ironman.
Yeah, start watching David Goggins. You know,
You ever make fun? Do you ever make fun of him being a fat pig?
No, I make fun of him for being gay now because he's skinny. I'm I'm a real friend.
It's funny. He's still a funny guy, which usually a lot of fat guys lose when they lose weight.
That's not true, man. You think
That's not being funny.
Jonah Hill's not funny no more.
Used to be funny when you were fat, bro.
You sound
What
like
happened?
you read too many tabloids. You're like Jonah Hill's not funny anymore, and Adele can't sing because she's fucking.
He's like so like correlation and causation is just a little bit skewed in Paul's mind,
But for us, a lot of it is the fact that like we're the true yin and yang. Like I'm really, really intense, and he's calm, cool, collected. Like if Bob gets worked up, or gets super intense about something, I either have to pull it way back or I have to go even far above and beyond that.
Yeah.
But he's usually the calm, cool, collected one with everything, and I'm always the.
That's like me and Paul.
Very similar.
Do you think that's a prerequisite for having like a long-term friend? Like you can't be the same?
I think I think that it actually has helped our, business relationship more than anything.
Oh, I couldn't promote shows with Fouad.
Well, I'd like to be in business with Paul, but he has no skills.
Hey,
I'm just joking.
That's fucked up.
I got people skills.
I was just gonna say, Paul's got people skills, but he's the man of the people.
I work well with the people.
Well, listen, it's funny. It's funny. Paul has the skills that I don't have because I don't have people skills.
Yin and yang.
Paul does. Yeah.
Right.
Paul, what would you say?
You're angry often, and I'm not.
Paul, what would you say you're better than me at? Let's play the game.
Well, definitely, like Seth just said, patience.
No question you definitely have more patience than I do.
Yeah. I definitely think things through. I'm not as sporadic as you are.
Not as impulsive. Yes.
Impulsive or sporadic. Yep.
Yeah.
Probably
you didn't want to let go of sporadic there. You're like that.
He's like that word works. That was
sporadic.
Sporadic.
Let's move on.
I think I had better calves than you at one point, and probably a little bit better hamstrings at one point.
What about forearms?
Well, they're comparable.
Forearms,
definitely.
I'll give you four. And your pecs.
Your
pecs were not as big, but shaped nicer.
They were arguable the size, but yeah, they were prettier. Let's say
you looked. For the first little while, me and Paul were friends. I thought he had because he had gyno surgery. I thought he actually had the surgeon like shape his pecs
because they're contoured just right.
Listen,
do we have a picture? Can we find this?
I don't know. Let me see.
Pre-pec tear. Oh, I had the pec tear in that one photo shoot we did a long time ago for Muscle Mag.
What else are you better than me at, Paul? Keep going.
Oh, my left pec looks nice, Ian. I can show you that one.
Yeah, right now. Show me.
No, not right now. It doesn't look as good now as it used to.
Let's see, Paul. Just pull your shirt a little bit.
Pull that titty
I don't want to make this.
They get us demonetized over here.
Yeah.
Fucking nudity.
There's no pictures of you online, Paul.
I could send you some.
Yeah, send one to Fouad.
Got a whole library in my phone ready to go.
Just pictures of close-ups of his pecs,
If you Google my name, nothing comes up.
No, just me.
What else am I better than you at?
Look, this is what comes up.
That's probably why my dad always mistakes me for you online.
This is what comes up when I protect.
Okay,
shitty torn bicep.
That's not. Well, it is torn.
Look at that third picture.
Oh, and me. Even I come up when you Google Paul Lauzon.
Really?
look at the middle. There's 2 pictures of me, dead center. 3 pictures of me.
Oh, I thought that was Paul.
That's me. And then right below it, there's 2 more.
Oh yeah, there is Ian. Oh, you thought that was me?
Muscular.
There's a picture of you, Paul. Look at that beard. Holy shit. Look at the fade you got there.
Look at the fade.
That's a fade. See, that's what I want to get back to again.
That's what you want to get back to.
That ship has sailed, my friend.
That's hilarious that's your benchmark.
By the way, I'm considering a head tattoo.
Look how big you were here, Paul.
Are you really?
The hair tattoo.
Yeah.
The hair tattoo.
Oh. Yeah.
What else? We don't have any. There's no. There's a picture of you back there somewhere.
Paul, what's the heaviest you've ever been?
Can never crack 250. I got to 248.
I used to make fun of him so bad because he couldn't get to 250.
But like fasted 250, you mean?
Yeah, of course.
I was teetering.
There's literally no pictures of you, dude. What the fuck?
That's surprising because
there's more pictures of me than there is of Paul.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to be a Rudy.
Way more of Fouad, obviously, but even of me, there's more.
Oh, there was a big.
Even Hani. There's pictures of Hani.
Go back up, Fouad.
Hani.
Where?
Sean Ray.
When you were doing tricep press downs it's on the left hand side.
This one?
Yeah, that's an old school shot.
Oh yeah, that's
that's
fat Fouad.
Yeah.
Did you type in Paul Lauzon bodybuilder?
I did. It's right here.
Type in Paul's Lauzon elite bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe that's what.
Or
that's
maybe
what
put pics at the end.
Or Paul Lauzon
No,
pecs.
still
It's
nothing.
Lauzon, Ian.
Oh wait,
you
now
keep
we got
getting that wrong.
We got this one.
Lauzon.
You keep getting that wrong.
I've corrected you many times.
I won't tolerate it anymore.
Hey, Jay, remember? I had a talk with Jay. You're going to notice a difference.
Still nothing. What the
That's
fuck?
surprising. You know, it's your algorithm, I guess, because mine, it comes up.
Does it really?
I think so.
That algorithm.
Algorithm. I noticed that too.
A goddamn algorithm.
Let me see if I can find one for you.
What was the photo shoot for?
There's literally I can't. I know
actually,
there's a couple photos of you somewhere, but I can't find them.
Do you remember the story, Fouad, how I got that?
Yeah, he jumped in on my photo shoot.
Well, Antoine was supposed to do it, and he backed out. So they were desperate for somebody. So you offered your training partner. That was a touch training.
Got this guy over here.
Oh yeah, the touch training. I remember that.
That was a touch training. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul, while you're looking for that,
Yep.
you want to carry on with what else you're better than me at?
Basketball.
No, you're not.
I played in a game last week against it was parents against kids.
You know what? I can't play basketball at all, and I know I could beat you in a game of fucking.
If you follow the rules and weren't allowed to foul, I'll bet you I could beat you.
What do you think? I'm just gonna fucking
You don't bang me in the nuts when I go out for a layup.
He would for sure. He would play dirty. I know him. If we had a proper referee,
I know him. He played dirty. Okay, I think we should do that. I think we should film a game of basketball and film you getting your haircut.
Oh yeah, you told me you want to do that.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah, Mo would be happy to do that, I'm sure.
Did you get cleaned up recently, Paul?
Yeah, but I'm due. Me and Fouad have a show this weekend. I want to look my best.
Oh, when are you going? Let's film it.
Probably Thursday.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me message
Okay.
the
I'll message Mo after.
Okay.
He's a big fan of HOSSTILE. He'll be happy.
What time on Thursday?
Well, I got to book it still. Let's say 10 a.m. though, tentatively.
Okay.
Who you sending? Ahmed?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what's going on, Mike? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fondulum
Fondling my
I was
balls,
trying to figure that. Oh.
I thought it was something like that, but I'm like,
Fun.
Like
Fondling my balls.
Ian, did you get rid of the beard or what's going on? You just more mustache.
More Mustang, yeah.
More mustache.
Yeah.
Mustang Ian.
Mustang Ian.
More
Have
mustache.
you guys
my
watched
alter
that
ego.
show? Have you watched that show, Duster?
No.
You got to watch that show.
Yeah, no, I
like-
shaved my beard off.
Why?
I don't know. It was just looking really gray, so I was like, I
What
feel
are you
old.
doing
so I
to
shaved
yourself?
it.
Ian, what are you doing to yourself lately, man? I think we need to have a talk. Every week you do something to make yourself look worse. What is happening?
I'm just not a facial hair is such a low commitment thing. Like my beard will be back to like the length of Paul's in a week. So it's
Yeah,
like
it
I don't
is.
care, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That is
Like shaving my head or cutting my hair, it's so low commitment. I literally don't care. You know?
And
By the
Seth,
way, Ian,
sorry, go ahead.
I took your advice and I've been keeping it a little tighter.
Yeah, it looks good.
I look younger. I think I shaved a few years off too.
It does. Makes you look how much younger I look from fucking cutting mine off.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely true. And Seth is the only one that can get away with like the fucking scruff and still.
Well, Mike too. Look at Mike.
But Mike's is groomed well.
Yeah,
But
Mike,
I mean, it's heavy.
Yeah, but Mike looks like he's 50.
I am.
Yeah.
I wouldn't guess 50.
Well,
You don't
My
like
whoop-
this?
My whoop says that I'm only 40.
Whoa.
Oh, your
And whoop years.
biological age?
Mike,
No, my
how
whoop years.
how old are you actually again? I can't remember.
I'll be 45 in December.
Yeah, I'm not that far off. Whatever. 5 years.
It's way younger than you, Fouad.
What do you mean? It's 1 year younger than me. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I don't.
Fouad, you don't like this?
I don't know. Every week you look more and more like a serial killer.
He is in Ottawa in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
The voices are creeping in up here.
I really enjoyed your posing video you posted the other day.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, dude.
What posing video?
Is it-
Oh my
smoking
god,
it with
that
a
was
dart?
awesome. I fucking love that. Like this guy's fucking just gonna make everybody start smoking.
I know.
It's
Well,
like
it's funny because you notice like some other bodybuilders are like every bodybuilder actually smokes cigarettes. Like
Well, it's funny because the
another.
people watching it will be like, bro, don't smoke. It's bad. And it's like, dude, they think I'm like a pack-a-day smoker when they watch these things. That I'm not just doing this for like the comedic effect, that they actually think I'm like a serious heavy smoker.
okay,
You know?
but even if you were, I mean, come on.
No, I know it's funny. It's funny though.
Funny as hell.
Yeah,
But smoking is fucking cool. Everyone should smoke.
yeah, dude, there's a ton of cigarettes that don't count. Like
Yeah.
I was reviewing this a couple weeks ago.
Wait, one sec.
This one.
Didn't you take a shot at me here somewhere? I thought you took a shot. You took a shot at me in one.
I do in most comment sections, so it's probably it's highly likely.
Somewhere in here. I know there's a fucking. This is Fouad and Paul or something like that. Some fucking asshole comment in
We'll
there.
find it.
All right. What's going on? Anything new? Anybody got anything new to talk about?
Well, I just visited Winnipeg for the first time.
How was that, Paul? Tell
that's
us about
exciting.
Isn't Winnipeg like the most dangerous city in
Fucking
Canada or something like
sucks.
I think it is actually. Yeah, I can see why.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, it's so bad. Yeah.
there's some bad areas for sure.
that? Let me look it up.
Why is it bad?
Well, it looked like a lot of homelessness, a lot of drug
Yeah.
use. It was filthy too. Some areas, like the litter.
Yeah.
What-
There's a lot of like
once-
native drug issues and like fucking. It's just like in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's like not much work. It's just like a shitty
One
fucking
sec.
place. The weather sucks. Like it's just like not a good place. You know?
Although it was
One-
hot, it was
one
really
sec,
nice.
One sec.
Well, it's summer, but I mean, it's just a shitty place. You know.
It says yes.
Sorry to everybody that lives in Winnipeg.
According to a recent study from the Fraser Institute, Winnipeg is the most dangerous city in Canada in terms of violent crime. The study indicates that Winnipeg has the highest violent crime rate in the country with 675 crimes per 100,000 people, which is more than twice the national average.
Oh wow.
Winnipeg, Manitoba was found to be Canada's most violent city with the highest person rate of violent crimes, murder, robbery, and assault with a weapon of all Canadian urban areas. Crucially, Winnipeg ranked 18th out of 334 urban areas in Canada and the U.S.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Those
You're
gang
including
gangs
the
are
US,
serious,
that
man.
starts getting serious.
Yeah. Well, we're top 20 in the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the people were all nice. It's just not a very nice city. The areas I saw.
I've been out a few times for like Supplement World and those kind of things, and it's always fine when I'm there, but it's a, kind of a fucking dank city for sure.
Yeah.
What is
mean,
it?
it's
Does
just-
it look like shit? Like when you're driving around? Like no offense to anybody in Winnipeg, but I'm like,
Yeah.
what is-
Yeah. The areas that I drove through, a couple were really rough looking.
Okay,
Like I said, a lot of litter.
You've driven downtown Detroit with me.
Yeah.
Is it? Is
Oh,
it
downtown
like that?
Detroit's nice now.
No, I don't mean downtown, but like the outer-
Going into downtown.
Oh, I would definitely.
Is it like
Yeah,
that?
it's worse than any areas in Detroit that I've been to.
Really?
Yeah, like I mean, like you know how it is in Detroit. Like you don't stop your car in certain neighborhoods either.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that, like the homelessness and the drug use and the filth, the litter,
Really?
like I saw in some areas here.
Holy shit!
Man.
Well, how was the show?
Oh, show was great. It was 2 days. It was like 2 shows in one day, so it was a busy day. But yeah, some really impressive competitors.
There were a lot of competitors at those shows.
They had like 100 between both shows, so
not
it
a lot.
was a busy day.
Not a lot between both shows though.
No, but no, for sure. But it's a long day. You know, we started at like 9, I think, and finished at like 9 at night.
Were you head judging that show?
Yeah.
Does that make you feel proud?
No, but
It's
it was
like,
my first one
that's
this
what
year.
But see,
Whose-
Mike,
whose show is it?
Ryan
Oh, yeah,
Melo
Ryan. Yeah.
and Humberto.
Yeah.
They both promoted.
Why did they call you to head judge that show?
There's like 5 shows this past weekend in the CPA, so they needed a head judge for each one of them. There's only
okay.
4 or 5 of us in Canada.
I'm
so,
not
you
saying
know,
that to
send
be an
someone.
asshole. I'm asking like why? Like if I was a promoter, why would I spend
Bring
the
someone
money
from there. Yeah.
Yeah, like why would they pick somebody from Winnipeg?
There is no head
Yes.
judges in Manitoba.
You got to spend the big
Oh.
bucks if you want Lauzon there.
That's the whole point.
That's right,
That's what I'm
that's right.
saying. Okay,
There's
so
only a
what-
few head judges in Canada. There's a couple that do a few shows here and there, but there's only like 4 or 5 of us that do most of the shows.
Really?
They can
Why?
let me head judge.
Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to ask a bunch of stupid questions here. Why can't they train current judges to step up to the head judging level? Like, why is that so?
I just
difficult?
think it's just I don't know.
I know it takes a long time to become a head judge, but I'm saying like there's got to be people that have been.
A
Judging
lot of
for-
people don't want it, to be honest.
Why?
It's because you kind of you know, like you have a lot of responsibilities at times,
no,
depending
I'm
on the
saying-
size of the show.
Well, hold on. I'm saying the guys that are already judging, so they already have the responsibility of being a judge. Why wouldn't they want to move up to head judge?
Some do for sure, but some don't because it's easy. Like, not, I shouldn't say it's easier.
No, it's
a
harder to
lot
head
less-
judge a show. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure, like because you're worried about you're the one that's organizing everyone. Sometimes you're part of like the sort of like the emceeing of the show at times.
So instead of just
Um,
sitting there and phoning it in, you got to actually do like some work.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to do quite a bit of work. And this one, I got it sounds stupid, but I had no table to work on. There was no table,
That doesn't
so I had
sound
to like
stupid.
work off my lap.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
Um,
stupid at all. You're gonna sit there for 8 hours with no table.
Yeah, I had to work off my lap, so
That's
that
not
was
bad.
awful.
yeah. So like that was difficult with
Ryan,
trying to.
bro, step it up.
Yeah, it was just a setup. There was a nice theater. It was just a setup. They just
Yeah.
didn't have
Table
a
there.
table. Yeah, I guess you probably could have gotten creative and put one there, but
Yeah.
we worked with what we had.
So 5 head judges throughout Canada. So they're just flying people around to judge all these shows. There's a ton of shows.
There's a ton of shows. And like in Quebec, for example, I don't think there's any in Quebec now that I think about it. East Coast has one maybe that I can think of. Alberta has
Is it like
none,
that?
I don't
Seth,
think.
is it like that in the US? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No,
You
In
wanna
the
idea.
US, it seems like a lot of head judges get flown around there too.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Like I know on the pro level they do, but I just didn't think on the amateur level was the same situation.
Yeah, it's actually like that. What it can be difficult to do is head judging a pro qualifier because you get like 200,
Well,
300 athletes,
yeah.
400 athletes.
Yeah, that I can
That-
imagine. Yeah.
That can be an exhausting day.
Speaking of athletes, did you see already? It's what, not even June yet. There's 51 girls qualified for the Olympia in bikini already. 51. It's fucking
they're-
not even
How
June,
the
bro.
fuck is that possible? There
You're
was
gonna have
51
85
shows?
girls at the Olympia. I mean,
So
that's
aren't they-
absurd.
Aren't they talking about doing something where the day before they do sort of a preliminaries?
They have
Well,
to do
they
that.
fucking need to.
They're
Like,
going to need to with these numbers.
this is
'Cause
what happens when
Classic's
you
the
don't
same
have
thing.
when you don't have Ashley Kaltwasser winning fucking 35 shows a season,
need-
then you
they
end up with
need to-
100 girls.
You know what? They need to people have been saying that for a while. Like I know last year and the year before, all the throughout the whole podcast, we've all been talking about like ideas for things. And throughout the 5 years, I don't know how many DMs I've gotten from people who said like there should be qualifying rounds.
Yeah.
And the only reason that doesn't work, and I mean, I guess they're going to have to make it work, but the only reason that doesn't work is because I don't know how many people are going to show up for the qualifying rounds. So if you're paying for a venue for an extra day and nobody's buying tickets to go to the bikini qualifying rounds, you're kind of, it's not great as a promoter unless you put it in the expo hall that you already have open. Then maybe that's possible to do it there
Yeah,
and
that
not
would
and
make
not
sense.
wait and not
And then
waste any extra cash.
And then it's more cost for the competitor too. It's an extra day they have to be there. There's more
Yeah,
cost.
well, if you want to
involved
go,
with
you want to
that,
go to the Olympia.
I know.
that's the fucking,
I know. I'm just saying, like some of the challenges that.
Well, the Olympia, they're usually paying your flights and
Yeah, but
hotel
I
and
wouldn't if I okay. So if I was a promoter, I'd say, look, you're all qualified for the Olympia. We'll pay for the people that qualify for the actual show. We're not paying for everybody who's going to the qualifying round.
right.
But yeah, but they usually pay for it beforehand. So like you'd have to pay your own way there, and then they just.
You'd be reimbursed. I'd
Yeah,
say,
okay.
look, there's
That's I guess how they do it, anyways. But yeah,
there's 15 girls that are going to qualify. Whoever the 15 are, you will get reimbursed for your
yeah, or even
flight.
20, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the number is, right?
Mhm.
I think
51
that's a good
fucking
idea. I don't
crazy.
think that could hurt anything if it's in the expo hall, right? The day before kind of thing.
No, I agree. Yeah. But yeah, 51. It's not even June yet. It's crazy because
Well-
I mean, like, there's going to be
Was-
what, at least another 30, 40 shows. Like,
Isn't
Wasn't there
already-
like 40? Wasn't there
Sorry.
40 classic last year or something like that?
there was like 50 classic last year, 48 or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there already 15 or sorry, not 15, I think it's 10 qualified for the bodybuilding, right?
Yeah, but that's a fucking fifth as much. You know?
No. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying
Oh.
there's already 10 and
At
there's
least,
still
yeah.
and there's still like another 15 shows to go or 10 shows
Right.
to go.
Which I think for the Olympia, you should have like, between 15 and 25 people. But when you start getting into 50 plus, I mean, that's just fucking ridiculous.
If it's
you know?
up
You
to
can't
me-
judge that well.
If it's up to me and I'm promoting the show, if I'm going to be really harsh, I'm going to say 10 competitors across the board. If
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm going to say 15 competitors across the board, period.
Or what
Because-
if you started doing it? Sorry,
Yeah, shit my pants.
I just listen, I
Do
think
it on the show. Do it on the show. Don't waste it.
bring your phone in
bring
there.
the
Ian.
phone. Yeah, bring the phone and just bring us
At
with
least we could talk to you.
you. I think the reason like Detroit does so well is because it's fast.
Right.
I actually think that's why the Arnold does better than the Olympia as well. Is because they have less classes, less people, and you can get through the show, right?
So what do you think of like maybe like splitting the Olympia into two different shows on completely different dates?
I don't know if you get the same viewership. In my opinion, you make the show more prestigious by saying there's a qualifying day
Yes.
and only 10 people get to the Olympia.
Yeah.
I would even 15.
I would say 10.
15.
Make it even more prestige. 10 people. It's going to be faster. It's going to be more prestigious. You're going to bang them out. Listen, how many people know who took 11th to 15th last year anyway?
Yeah.
Bikini?
No, in anything.
Mike, that's
In bikini, I know.
or men's physique probably.
Wellness, you want to know wellness? I'll tell you wellness.
I don't disagree. I think it should be a qualifying date. Given that there's 51 already. Last year with the classic, it was a bit much.
Right.
Seth,
40, I think it was 48. I think it was 48.
Seth,
But
you're part of Pittsburgh. Imagine this at the Olympia. Imagine you have 10 competitors in each class. That's it. That means you get 2 call-outs.
Yeah.
And let's say you eliminate the individual round. No more bullshit where you get to walk out one at a time. Fuck off. You're all coming out. You get 2 rounds. I mean, look, maybe in the bodybuilding individual round it's different because they're actually like posing.
Well, you would have to streamline it somehow.
But like if you took the bikini individual round, they kind of just walk out and walk off.
Yep.
Maybe eliminate some of
Get
that.
rid of it altogether.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think I'm not trying to minimize the athlete's time on stage. What I'm trying to say is if the Olympia wants to keep up with the Arnold, because now the Arnold's doing $750,000. They only got to do 4 or 5 classes.
51 competitors already.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
No, because dude, what do you?
No one's watching that.
You know how whenever you're doing samples, sometimes you get like flavor fatigue of like trying too many different samples, and you're like, they're all fucking starting to taste the same.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like that in that division. Like it's a very similar look on all of them. So it's like, I think that after so long, after so many, you're like, fucking, oh my God, I can't even keep track of it all.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine judging that.
That's what I mean. Like I'd start to get like the flavor fatigue from it.
Yeah.
I'd kind of look. So I could see a qualifying round.
I mean, look, I could judge it. That's fine. But I'm saying as a viewer, I don't want to watch that. And I don't think anybody is either. And I think that's why the Arnold will continue to grow faster and eventually kick the Olympia's ass if they don't do something to streamline the show.
How the fuck is there already 51 shows?
Well, because I think for bikini, it's easy to have bikini shows because the sanction fee is less, the prize money is less, so you can just add it to your.
What they've had time to have 51 shows since.
Well, yeah, but you'll get weekends where you'll have like 2 or 3 shows in the U.S. in one weekend. You know, I mean, like you have one in fucking like Omaha and one in fucking Tallulah, Arizona, or fuck whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe that's part of the solution too, is limiting how many pro shows you can have in each division.
No, why? Let them have it. Just have a qualifying
no, I think you should have it. Just put a qualifying day in. And
Ian,
put it
Ian, what do you think of this? I'm being a little extreme, obviously, so I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying with a, it's not written in stone. It's just it's a thought. The Arnold is going to continue to get better and better and better, and they get to limit the athletes and they limit the classes. So they're always going to be a faster show.
Yep.
And as an invitational, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep.
If the Olympia wants to keep up and not fall behind, because people are going to, every year people complain about, it's a 4-year show or a 4-hour show. It's a 5-hour show. I can't watch it. If they want to keep up with the Arnold, what do you think about the qualifying day and then 10 fucking people per class? That's it.
Yep. I'm all for it.
What about this? Only other addition I said was eliminate the individual rounds. Not necessarily in bodybuilding because those are kind of important, but maybe in bikini. I don't know if they're important. I don't want to disregard any bikini competitors. But like,
if you're only having 10, I think it's fine.
You could shorten the individual routine too.
Yeah,
I don't think you need to have the individuals in the qualifying round. I think you can just come right out, do fucking call outs, comparisons, call outs, whatever, and then you can get rid of a bunch of people and you can take your time with it because you don't need to spend, 30 seconds to a minute with fucking 100 competitors.
Right.
Then from there, you narrow it down to your 10 or 15 or 20 or whatever it is. And then those will compete at the actual Olympia.
Because think about that. If you had the Olympia with 10 people, but they qualified, right? Now the Olympia is paying for less people because they're only paying for qualified people.
Yeah.
The show is going to run much faster. The call outs are going to be easier because the judges are literally like, okay, there's 10 people, there's 2 call outs, 5 people each. We can bang it out. It makes everything kind of move quicker.
I agree. Yeah. And it keeps the the stock that's on the Olympia stage like that. If you want to be on the fucking Olympia, like live stream, be part of the Olympia, you have to be extremely fucking elite. Yeah. And that's 10 people.
Yeah.
Best 10 in the world. It's like
Right.
the Olympic 100-meter final. It's fucking 9 lanes, 8 lanes, and that's fucking
And
it.
you know what I
So
think
would you say that Friday night prejudging would be the qualifying day? You'd still go through everybody, or is that still too many?
No, I
Are you
would say
saying a qualifying
Do it on
day
Thursday.
I would say Thursday.
before?
The only problem with that
Holy
is that
fuck.
for those classes, then they're
Three-
competing 3 days in a row, which is very difficult. I
That's
think how you
brutal.
should have it is you should have
That's true.
both on stage
No, no.
twice in one day, like a prejudge in a finals,
I got an
and
idea.
then on the second day. Yeah.
I got an idea. This would be tough. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm gonna spit it out anyway. What if you made, you know how right now bodybuilding's on Friday and then Saturday?
Yeah.
What if you put the classes on the same day, but the qualifying day was the day before? So whatever classes were on Friday, like if it was classic, bodybuilding, physique, women's physique, sorry, not bodybuilding, classic women's bodybuilding, women's physique, and wellness. Let's say those are on Friday. Their qualifying day would be Thursday. And then the stuff that's on Saturday, if it's men's bodybuilding, bikini, whatever, their qualifying day would be Friday. So they're still only doing a
2 days.
2-day show.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, there'd be logistics to work through there, but I think it could work. Yeah.
Well, the qualifying shit would be at the expo during the day, and the finals would be at night. So like
Yeah.
whatever was qualifying, let's say men's bodybuilding was qualifying on Friday. It would be Friday during the day at the expo, for example. And then the men's show would be Saturday at the theater.
I think it'd be really hard to peak.
No, people peak 2 days all the time. Why not?
So you're saying that you do qualifying and then prejudging and then the finals?
No.
Or qualifying would be prejudging. Because that's what I would think. I would think just make prejudging the qualifying day,
You're right.
and then Saturday, the night show because
Yeah.
everybody's going to watch prejudging. We know
You're
it's long, we know it takes forever. The live stream's always like that.
You're right.
But then on Saturday would be the fucking shebang where you'd see
Yeah.
So instead of
everything
doing
like moving faster, really intense, the best of the best in every division.
so
They
instead of
kind of
doing
do that in a sense, but not really. Yeah.
But hold on a
Yeah,
minute. So
they
instead of
don't get
doing-
much time.
Let me
Yeah.
just I want to parse that out a bit. So
They do that.
instead
How
of
many
doing
people have-
instead of doing like 50%, you know how right now they do 50% of the judging is prejudging and 50% of the judging is at the night show? Instead of doing that, you would just say the qualifying is a prejudging, and then we're all being rejudged at the finals.
Yeah.
For
Those
the
who
top, the
qualify
top
for
10, the
finals.
top 10, yeah, the top 10 are
Right.
being rejudged.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a
You can make
great
it work.
idea.
That is a
That's
better
great-
idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, then prejudge, you have that all day long because you know you're going to have a lot of people to work through. I think that's a great idea.
But then are people still going to bitch that they have to watch a 5-hour prejudge?
Yeah.
Or
Your hardcore fans will
they already
watch
know
that.
they already know what they're buying. They're like, look,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, if you don't, and you separate that as 2 different live streams. If you don't want to watch the fucking 5-hour prejudge, you don't pay for it, and then a separate ticket for
well,
the finals.
also, I think
Right.
if you change the name from prejudge to the qualifying round, then
Yeah.
people know what they're getting.
Qualifiers.
People
Yeah.
know what they're buying.
Preliminary, something like that, whatever.
There is a way to make this work for sure. I mean, it'd be logistics, like I said, to work through, but I definitely think there is a way to like narrow it down because, you know, having all 50 do the actual like big show just doesn't make sense.
Can I tell you what else?
There's
Is,
gonna be fucking 85 girls.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. 100%
can I tell
there
you?
will be.
Can I tell you what else?
It's-
Can I tell you what
Unless
else?
one girl goes like,
It's an
unless
army.
Amy Delgado keeps doing fucking every show like Ashley used to do and winning them all, but that doesn't change the problem. The problem is if someone didn't win every show, there will be too many qualified. You can't rely on one girl to just win a bunch of shows, you know?
Can I tell you what else is really interesting? The qualifying round would actually be really interesting to watch because you're like those guys that are like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you're going to be like, can they get in?
Yeah, fighting for that Olympia
Right?
spot.
Like
yeah.
that's actually really interesting to kind of,
Yeah,
as a
the
fan,
Olympics kind of does something similar. So
yeah. All right. Well, I think they should add me to the board of the Olympia and we can
Yeah.
sit down and hash this out.
yeah,
Board of directors, Fouad.
They're gonna steal this idea. Come on. You guys know this. They steal all our fucking
Still the
ideas.
black backdrop. So,
Yeah.
The black backdrop, the fucking it's all gonna get stolen eventually. And it doesn't matter. Okay, let's take a look. We had the show go by this weekend, and I got my ass fucking handed to me.
Killed you guys.
Well, listen,
Did you-
I was
for
kicking
once.
Ian's ass so badly. I'm like, I got to make the season kind of fun. So I thought
I appreciate that. That's a good friend. So
I thought I would botch one just so everybody could catch up.
Did you get the top 5 already?
I don't think I got the top 5 perfect, but I definitely did really good.
Let's take a look
Did you
at
have Florian?
let's take a look at the show, and then
I
we'll
had
take a look
Florian
at the
fifth.
predictions. Okay, wait. Before we get into the winners, I want to make a note of Ryan Foster. We talked about him before the show. and he fucking showed up, man. He looks great.
Yeah, I think I bet on him. I put him up in that 6th spot, I think.
Yeah, this is a great. You know what, man? I'm going to make a wild prediction. This guy's in the top 10 in the top 10 at the Olympia in the next 2 years.
Yeah,
Like this is a great physique, and if it fills out and stays, if he keeps the lines while he fills out, this is a top 10 physique.
Yeah, no, he looks great.
So, just my hats off to him. And then who else do we have here? Sass fucking looked great. Brought it back down.
Yeah,
from the week before.
Do you think he just gave up too much from the back?
Yeah,
yeah.
Just overall size, like presence on stage.
And, well, Regan was really good. So let's take a look. Where the fuck is Regan?
Leandro looked awesome too. He was just there.
Yeah, this is Regan. Regan looked really good.
Yeah, he looked bigger.
2 weeks in a row though, he's had like a crazy light tan. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like he's so light, you know.
He looks a lot fuller than he did the week before.
Yeah, he does. It looks it's a better look for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
He does need to be darker though.
Way darker. Like look at the difference there between him and Leandro and Sass.
Yeah.
That was never a problem in the past for him, was it?
I don't know, but it looks like he almost has fucking like dream tan on. It's like orange. Like
it does,
gold,
yeah. It looks bronzy.
Yeah.
Leandro looks really good there. He just doesn't have the same detail that Sass has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I mean, I think they called it right, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Leandro has a lot of muscle. He's very balanced, but needs to, like when he poses, he's not bringing these lines out here that he could be bringing out, and it's kind of hiding some of the detail.
How did Bruno look?
Apparently not good enough. He was like 4th or 5th.
He was fourth. He was
fourth, I think. I didn't see much from the show.
He was 4th. Florian was 5th.
Yeah, this is Bruno here. I mean, he looks good, but
he looked good. Yeah.
I need to see some other shots. I don't think I saw.
I think he just didn't have it from behind.
Yeah.
That's all. It was. Like I think he's going to get better.
I mean, it
over
looks
the next couple weeks.
He was in shape. The guys were just better, man.
Yeah. How close was the score between Sass and Regan?
I think it was a perfect score for Regan.
Here's Bruno. Let's take a look. I want to see why he lost.
He was sharper last year.
Yeah, he doesn't look quite so sharp there.
Yeah, he's going to get.
It's a bad video.
I think he's as sharp as he was last year.
I think he was better last year. I remember his.
I think you guys just have to remember the show he won. He was against, like I said when we were doing the last one, it was with Lewis Breed and Presti. Yeah. Like they weren't guys quite as high level as Regan is, you know.
But I thought he was more conditioned last year, wasn't he? Than
I thought he was too.
I think he was.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You can see here in the glutes. Yeah, he's a little soft still.
Yeah. Unless this is a bad video.
No,
I mean the backdrop's not great here, but he's still not as hard now. But we kind of saw that like coming in the video when I looked at his glutes. I was like, I don't know, you know.
I wonder if he was harder if he could have pulled ahead of Leandro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Leandro's got great balance, man. His fucking legs, arms, chest, everything's so like.
Yeah. Ties together nicely.
It just, you know what I keep seeing with Leandro that throws me off a bit? And I don't know if it's a peaking situation, but it just never feels like he's full enough or something.
Yeah.
Or hard enough. Something is not. It's like
or not lean or not conditioned enough.
I don't think he's more conditioned here, but still the muscle doesn't look.
He looks a little flat here.
Yeah. I think he's still flat. Maybe they're trying
flat. You can see it in his chest here, arms and delts.
Yeah,
a lot of these Brazilian guys use the same trainer.
Like, look at Paul. His conditioning is better than the previous shows, but still, it's like
not popping. Eh?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like too much diuretics or they're not loading him hard enough. I don't know what it is, but something.
I think it's what you said.
Too much.
The diuretics and he's not loaded enough.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
There's a ton of muscle there.
Yeah.
It's not screaming.
Like I'd love to see what he looks like 2 days later.
Yeah.
I bet you he's fucking like a house.
For sure.
Yeah, you can see in the chest there, right? Yeah.
You can see it in his obliques.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, people don't know that, Seth? It's interesting you said that. Most people don't realize that when you're flat, your obliques actually look worse.
Yeah, they look way worse, and you start to look watery, and like you could pull skin off it, you know.
Florian peaked well, but I think my opinion is through the torso, he's a little bit small.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys would agree with that.
Bro's legs are pretty wild.
Well, his back is very weak, you know.
Yeah, his legs and arms are phenomenal. Great shoulders. I feel like, he's a little bit long in the torso. And then
but you'll see from the back he's still like
condition's good.
Here's where he loses a lot of ground.
Yeah. It's a long torso. It's I don't know. It's all there. It
Quite-
needs to be
quite
filled out.
Huge traps.
Yeah, yeah,
Just a little shallow in the lower lats.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Legs are so good. I think it's creating a kind of an imbalance too.
It exposes it more, I think.
Great
Good
condition
shot.
though.
Yeah, Peak's
Yeah.
good.
He's got a pretty physique. It's just not as far as bodybuilding criteria
This dude
goes.
has went from bodybuilding to classic, back to bodybuilding.
So is Regan. Done the Regan special.
Felix Norman
Right.
look pretty good. Paul, this is your guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Felix is the best he's looked yet, I think.
Yeah.
Making steady improvements.
Starting to build that physique.
I think Felix gets better the more he competes too.
Yeah, I mean, he looks more muscular than last year. It looks like he's put on some good size.
I think he's doing Legion.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. His condition's pretty good. Structure. I think you just keep filling that physique out.
Yep.
Who else do we got here? This is a top 2. Yeah, I think Ian's right. You know, it's not a matter of conditioning or detail. I think it's just size. Like
Size,
Yeah. He
I
just takes
think-
up more space.
I think Regan's just as
and obviously
condi-
from the back, yeah.
yeah.
What you think if Regan came in the way he did in New York, you think this is a closer battle?
No.
No? I think he looks a lot fuller to me here.
He looks fuller, but I think it still would have been about the same thing.
Regan needs to fix his tan by the Olympia.
Big
Yeah.
time.
For sure.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm super glad that he came together like this. Because I mean, from behind if he gets tighter in the glutes, he's going to have a great from back shot.
I think
gonna
his
be
glutes are tight,
in-
Seth. I think it's just because he's pushing his hips out. Like you can see the detail there. I think it's just he's pushing his hips out, whereas Sass is pulling them in.
Yeah, he's not as
Mhm.
hard as he was the week before for sure, but I think this was a good compromise.
I think this is a better look for him.
I agree, yeah. But yeah, he's really got to fix that tan. Like
The problem, Seth, is every time he pushes for conditioning, it flattens him out, and then he looks like he has more gaps.
Yeah. Well, this is what him and Stefan's second show together.
Yeah,
think
I
so,
think
yeah.
this is
So-
kind of like an Andrew Jack situation. It's like he just needs more tissue
Yeah.
to be able to dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
which is crazy to say.
Well, it is and it isn't, because the crazy thing, Seth, is from the back, it looks like a totally different bodybuilder from the front. It's almost like when Regan turns around, the gaps disappear,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but from the front, you see the gaps in the legs and stuff like that.
But the dude, does he know what he competes at? Because didn't he get the 3? He got the 3+.
Well, he's a big fucking guy. Like,
Yeah. Regan's a big guy.
in structure, he's like tall and wide. So
I'd
I
say
would,
he's in probably in the 260s here.
yeah, at least. I wouldn't doubt if he said 270, just because he's such a like structurally big guy.
Yeah, that's tough to balance because if he got a little bit tighter, it'd be even more wowing. But if he loses it, then it's not worth it.
You guys, we're going to talk about this in 2 years. I promise you. This guy's the one to watch.
Yeah, great physique.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
Good poser too.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal him from Mutant. I'm gonna sign him.
Is that he's with Mutant?
Yeah, needs a bit more back. A bit more
Yeah.
back. Yeah, a bit more back. But
He's young
everything-
though, isn't he?
He can
it's
get in
coming.
shape though, which is important.
Yeah. It's
Oh yeah,
coming.
I can see it there a little.
Posing's good.
Great
Yeah.
legs.
Where do you turn pro?
I don't know.
Not sure.
It's good. Anybody else we need to look at from that show? I don't think there's any pictures of anybody else.
Yeah.
Here's the top 4. No, this is the top 2 different poses. What else do we have here? Anything? Felix, who's this? This is Aaron Golly. Did he miss the mark here?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, he looks pretty good.
It's a good shot for him.
Looks a little on the flat side to me.
Yeah. It's crazy to say he's flat when he's 300 fucking pounds.
It's a lot of space to fill up though. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it is.
big.
I think I told you guys I was on an airplane with him last year and he was just spilling out of his seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a massive fucking guy. Yeah, if he could get those legs up to the same size as that upper body, he'd be fucking dangerous. But yeah, he does look a little flat here. Not the same
Yeah.
as he did in Detroit for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everybody. Let's take a look at our predictions. Let me refresh this page here. See how bad I got fucking spanked. Past results. Let's take a look here. Prediction results. Global results. Let's take a look at the winner. Kyle Basile. Let's see here. This one. Aaron Golly was 5 places off. How did he win? This guy was 4 places off.
Oh, where did Patrick Moore finish? How did he look?
Kind of the same.
Patrick Moore finished. Where's the scorecard here somewhere? Patrick Moore finished 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my ass handed to me.
Yeah, you guys all had
finished-
him like 10th, didn't you?
He finished in 10th.
Oh, he
What?
did?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the place
10th,
he's here.
yeah.
I'm sorry. This was his
Oh,
number.
I guess you guys
Yeah.
had it right then.
I had him in 9th, I think. Okay. Let's see here. Winner, Kyle Basile. Message me, dude. You won, I think it's like $100 or $200 gift card, something like that. Wait, why didn't it select, assign? Is that assigned now? Yes, it is. Okay. Anybody we know in here in the top 10? Nope. Okay. Let's take a look at our results. Iain fucking won and I was last. Fuck.
Cool.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm having a solid season.
What did I have here?
You had Bruno off. Leandro, you switched places here. And then Aaron Gawley was 3 places off, and Patrick Moore and Felix Norman.
Okay, that was pretty good here.
And what did I fucking have? Jesus Christ. I had Bruno winning.
Oh,
Regan was off. Sass was off. Leandro was off. They're all 1 place off. Justin won off.
yeah, you got Florian right.
Aaron Gawley fucked me. Everybody else like one. Aaron Gawley and Bruno fucked me. That's it.
See, it's only showing our top 10. Did we only pick 10? That's why the other guys have more scores than us because they picked more than 10, didn't they?
Yeah, maybe that's
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like I did as good as that guy that won there because like
Wait.
he had some that were 5 off and stuff.
No, this was our predictions here. Why is it only showing the top 10?
Yeah.
We did the
I'm
13.
giving you points for the top 10 too.
What the fuck?
That was another bug in the system, man.
Yeah. So like we're missing a good chunk of points there.
What do you
in the
care?
in the global.
What do you care, Paul? You're still 2nd place.
Yeah, I'm having a solid season so far.
Patrick Moore fucking humped you, dude.
Patrick Moore, yeah. And if I would have swapped him with Ryan Foster, I would have had a near perfect sheet.
Yeah.
I told you.
No shit.
Me and Akeem both told you. You didn't listen. Mike, not bad.
Nailed it.
Oh wait, this is actually interesting. Seth was not here, but he did text me
I sent over the picks. I was looking. I think mine are similar to yours.
before the show started. Seth picked Bruno to win, Regan 2nd, Sass 3rd, so Leandro 4th. So you picked the same shit I picked for the top 4. Then you had Florian, Aaron Gawley, Justin Musial, Patrick, Ryan Foster. Oh, you got spanked, dude. I think
I got smoked. I think you beat me.
I think I might have beat Seth.
Yeah.
That's the standard now when you know you did really bad.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I want to go. Where the fuck is the?
Hey, Baruz had an update pick.
I know. I'm going to take a look.
Oh,
at
yeah?
it. I'm going to take a look at it in a second. I just want to go to the leaderboard here. Seth is winning with 40 points.
Still winning.
We're tied, Fouad.
I'm tied with you. How did you tie me all of a sudden with one?
There we go.
You were so far behind.
No, I was just 1 place behind you.
Were you?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to spank you on the next one. Just to fucking.
No.
Yeah, for sure I am.
No.
Regan's last with 9 points. Everyone else,
Jesus.
I'm 321.
Yeah, but the thing is, this isn't accurate because it's only giving us our points for the top 10, so it's fucking us in the global.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad he didn't eat it.
Look at Julian, eh? Julian,
Oh,
number 2.
Ian's 302. How did you go to get? You were like fucking 800th last week.
Because I killed at that show. I'd even be higher if it was giving me the whole top 13 there.
Oh god, shut
Yeah,
the
you're
fuck
so
up.
I
pissed
think,
about
I
that,
think
aren't
you
you?
might actually be top 5 if you got
Yeah.
all the points.
Mike,
I might be
416.
first in the world.
You guys all made big jumps last week, man. Last week you were all 800 or something like that. Paul 428, Seth 352,
What are you, Fouad?
321. Ian's ahead of me by 10 or 12 points or whatever.
20.
20 points.
There's a girl in the top 4.
Lauren Kenworthy.
Kick her off.
She knows more about bodybuilding than us.
Yeah, apparently.
Let's see here. Fantasy League, where are we at? Group mode. What changed? Anything? Where's the fucking
Down at the bottom.
leaderboard there? I'm still
I'm creeping up on you. Creeping up on you.
Ian's creeping up.
Yeah. I told you it's a long season, Fouad.
Fuck you. I'm gonna be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Mike, you're bringing up the rear there.
Right. Making a late push. Late push.
Seth.
Yeah, but I got a lot of second half guys coming up here.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Tony and
Tonio's competing this week.
Oh, yeah.
Blessing, Tonio,
Blessing.
Baruz.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a few guys that are doing this show this week, so that's
Yeah,
good.
Florian.
Yeah, that's about it though. Then you're fucked. You got nothing after
Well,
Yeah.
Baruz too, yeah.
that.
He's got Derek for the Olympia, so I mean, yeah, he's got some good guys.
Paul, what do you got here?
I think I came out hot and heavy. Now I'm starting to tail off.
Look at this fucking team you got.
Oh yeah, Paul's fucked for the rest of the year.
I
Here.
blew my
guys-
load at the beginning.
These guys are all done.
Well, no, Regan. He'll have Regan's doing Toronto. Regan's doing Toronto, I think. So
Okay,
he'll
wait.
have.
Oh, is he
Regan.
still going to do it after he got this one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Nathan Spear give me some
You
points.
spent all your money on
Ali
Simpson, you
just seemed-
idiot. That's the
I know.
problem.
I didn't strategize this well. Yeah, nothing. I thought I was going to do 20 shows again this year.
Let's see. Ian still got Nathan.
Nathan's competing.
Yeah.
Akeem's still going to compete.
Akeem's is he?
He's not competing this year, or what?
Didn't he
No,
compete?
what his team's plans are.
I don't know actually. Jordan
Brandow is competing this year now.
Ali
Yeah.
is doing Dubai, I think.
Quinn's
He'll
doing
probably do
Tampa. Quinn's doing Tampa, I think.
Is he?
Cass is doing another show, isn't he?
And Sass is going again. So yeah, I'm doing all right. And Hutchinson looks good, so I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Mike, what do you got here?
We can make trades though, right? You said throughout the season.
Well,
There's
Hunter's
one-
out, so that kind of sucks for Mike.
Hunter's out. Fitzwater's done. He's
But
got.
yeah, he's got a lot of late seasons because
Yeah, he's
Jewett's
got
going
a-
to be
Presty.
good.
Yeah. He's got
Rubiel.
he's got Robin Strain. That'll get him a lot of points.
Yeah, it'll put me right over the edge.
And Stu Sutherland's competing too, so
Yeah, he look. I saw it updated him. He looks pretty good.
yeah, looks good.
Okay, let's go to the predictions. Okay, we're gonna do me, Ian. We got Mike, Paul. Did it click Paul? Paul and Seth. Okay, let's go. Let's see here. How many guys we got? 4, 8, 10. Perfect. Okay.
Smoke King. There's literally a guy named fucking Smoke King.
I didn't
Oh,
want to.
that's awesome.
I didn't want to type his whole name in. Look at this.
Oh.
This is
God
Smoke
damn.
King.
Smoke King.
Alu Watobi. Alu Watobi.
Where did he get it? Was he at North Americans last
Yeah,
year?
Paul, you love this
Yeah.
guy's physique.
He did have an impressive physique.
Yeah, you loved his physique when he.
Yeah, look at him that front lat spread.
Yeah, didn't you judge the show?
I did.
He looks good.
He just needed to be a little tighter, but he won that show like handily.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah, look at
a little
that.
bit more back. A little bit more
Yeah.
back. This is him now. Holy fuck, he got bigger, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, he got a lot bigger.
Yeah, look at his quads, eh?
Hair too.
Holy shit. This guy's gonna make some fucking noise, eh?
Yeah.
I wonder what the back looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a lot bigger. Fuck.
It looks good from the front. His back.
There's no back
Bent
shots.
down too much. So he bent down too much in his front poses.
It scares me, Paul. There's no back shots.
Yeah. I don't remember back being a weakness for him.
Well, it's not a weakness, but it just doesn't look like it's.
Maybe lagging a little
It
bit.
doesn't look like a strong point. These shots are nice though.
We need back shots though. Lots.
I
Of
like back shots.
Wait, let's see.
Oh, there's a back shot. All right.
Oh,
Nope.
Don't fall.
So,
Pants.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Good width.
I was on
very
January
trapped on that.
Yeah, he's good. It'd be one to watch for sure. What else we got here? Jonathan Padilla, we took a look at already. He's, I think, this guy. This was him in California.
He just got what, 7th or 8th?
Yeah, he was 8th, I think.
And we have Florian. We just saw Adam Millage. Who's Adam Millage again?
I remember him from last year.
This guy. Okay, he looks pretty good. A little thin, but good.
This is
Patrick Moore, Kennedy, we've seen. Tony O'Burton looks
Yeah.
fucking crazy right now.
Yeah.
Dude,
Tony
look at him. He's just great.
Huh.
He's like honestly one of my favorite physiques.
Oh, wow.
He's literally Dexter Jackson version 2.
He's got vascularity in his back. You don't see that too often. Eh?
Look at that shot, man.
So
Yeah.
even too. It's like so symmetrical.
Yeah. Achieving perfect symmetry like that or damn near close to it is really hard to do.
Yeah.
I gotta go check on my kids. I'll be right back.
I don't think people can put enough emphasis on the fucking delt in their back shots.
I know.
Dude.
Like that, the way the rear delt and just
Ties in,
the side delt all just caps off this shot. Just looks amazing.
Hey, dude, this motherfucker is really good.
He's gonna win. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
win the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he is too.
There's nobody that can beat him. I mean, Kennedy's good, but he's not this polished. Like, look at this.
No.
Like this, I think he's been working on his waist too. I don't remember his vacuum being this good.
No, because he said he was working on it for what, the past year.
Yeah, look at this. Is this not Dexter Jackson 2.0?
He's in shape too.
If he nails this peak right, he is going to be nasty.
All right. Well, I know who I'm picking. Blessing. Let's take a look at Blessing before we move on to
I don't think
picks.
Blessing's going to be ready for the show.
I don't
he
think
needs
so
a couple
either.
more weeks.
This is
Yesterday.
yeah, it looks like I agree with Seth. I think it's a few more weeks.
I really like his physique. I think he just got too heavy in the off season.
Yeah, he needs a couple shows to get in the swing of things.
Yeah.
This is like a good 4-week outlook.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with that. Yeah, I don't think that much can change in a week.
No.
It's just too much.
No, I think he pushed himself pretty hard to drop the weight because he was very heavy.
Yeah.
I think I don't know why he decided to jump in. Like, just take your time. If you need a few more weeks, like do Toronto or do Chicago or something, just wait.
Yeah.
Well,
Because this is a shame because he took, I mean, I don't disagree with him putting on all that weight because it looks like he did result in some muscle mass, but I think he should just take his time though and get, that looks pretty good to me.
Looks great. He's got an awesome physique. Yeah.
Yeah. It just
I think
needs,
he's doing a lot of cardio. I think his legs are beaten up.
if I was him, I would slow it down and do Chicago and get fucking peeled. Because I think Chicago is like the end of July or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Or even Tampa would be like the end of July or beginning of August or whatever. You'd be fucking peeled for that. Who else do we take a look at? Bruno, we took a look at already. That's it. Okay, let's
You
go.
see Kennedy?
Kennedy, anything new? This was Kennedy in New York. Pumping up. Is there any stage shots here? Stage shot in New York. Phenomenal physique. But
I think he's going to be really good. Just needs some time.
I don't even know if he needs time. I think he just needs to get harder.
Yeah.
Like this, if this was harder and he's a little shaky in his posing and stuff, but if this was a little bit harder, I mean, it looks good from the waist down, but there's a little bit more to go. I don't know, man. I don't think he can beat Tonio, but it could definitely be second place. This is New York here. This is a better video. Lower body's fucking there. I think he needs to pull a Luke. He needs to focus on doing some vacuums for the whole off season next year.
Yeah, he's got a small waist, but he's letting it out a bit there.
Man, the difference in Luke's physique when he went from just not focusing on it to vacuums changed night and day. And literally, Kennedy could do the exact same thing because everything else is there. If he had control of his midsection better, this would all look even way more impressive. Because even from the back, you can see it, right? Like he's not getting that taper that he needs.
He's not. Yep.
He's not getting the most of his lower lat and tie-ins and stuff there.
Yeah.
This might have been some nerves. This was his first pro show, wasn't it?
Oh no, yeah. Look, I don't want to make it seem like I'm shitting on him in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, he looked awesome.
I'm trying to be as constructive as possible, hoping he's listening, saying, "Do what Luke did," because
he listens.
Because Luke, fucking man, when he did that shit and he showed up at the Arnold, that's when he was second place. Because people were like, "Holy fuck!" Because I don't think the conditioning's that far off. I think the waist probably hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're talking about him potentially winning a show, so you got to be pretty fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, that's why. We're talking in that context. Okay, and we're talking about him being Tonio, which is from what we just saw, is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Let's do those 2 game fast.
I don't want you to go, Ian.
Okay.
Seth or Mike?
Let me see the names again. You fucking light speeded through those fucking people.
All right. Well, because we saw a lot of them compete last week. Like Felix competed last week. We looked at him just now. Bruno competed last week. We looked at him. Florian, we took a look at when we were breaking down California. I can take a look again if you want.
The show.
Adam Millage. What'd you say? This is Adam
I don't
Millage.
want to hold up the show.
No, you're fine.
What yeah.
That's Adam Millage.
How many people total are there? I want to see if I have all the right picks.
10.
I have my picks. I'm missing somebody. Well, Patrick Moore.
Where did Kennedy finish in New York?
Like 5th or 6th.
Huh.
That's where I'm at. I'm trying to see if Bruno and Kennedy.
Fuck, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my heart for that one. Oh, not blessing, sorry. Let me remove that. Bruno. I'm gonna put this fucking Smoke King. I'm gonna put Smoke King in 5th.
Motherfucker.
What? What?
I'm doing my picks and then I'm like, this is how you and I ended up with similar picks last week. I don't know. I think it's going to be tight between Blessings and the Smoke King.
I'm just playing right now. I'm not. This isn't me locking anything in. Fuck off. Anybody who don't force me to lock this in.
Did Felix beat Patrick?
I believe so because Patrick was 10th.
Yeah, I think Felix was 9th.
Shit. Did Jonathan Padilla beat Felix?
Yeah.
He might have. Yeah, he might have been 8th.
1 second. Let's take a look here. Right here. Patrick was 10th. Felix was 9th.
Yeah, Jonathan
was 8th. Okay, that helps. Let me just switch this around a bit.
What about how come Ryan Foster didn't do the go to? Have you guys seen any lineups for Toronto yet?
No.
I think I'm giving Smoke King a bit of a push here. I don't know if he can beat Florian. They both kind of have. I'm going to put Florian here. Smoke King. I don't know if I can even do this.
You put Smoke in.
Okay, I think I'm ready. I'm going to see what you guys do and then make some changes if I have to. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it.
Do you have any pictures of Blessing? Any updates?
Yeah, you went and took a look.
I wasn't here.
You were talking to your kids. This is Blessing's most recent update.
It is fucking huge, too.
Okay.
Softer.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go? Seth, Mike, are you ready?
I'll go.
Paul?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Tonio.
Okay.
Kennedy.
Okay.
Smoke King.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Blessing.
Okay.
Florian.
Okay.
Padilla.
Okay.
Felix. Patrick. Millage.
Oh, big bucket. You really like the Smoke King, eh? Fuck. So I got him too low.
Where'd you put him?
I put him in 6th.
You put him in 6 and you put him in
curveballs.
Okay. Paul?
Okay. Tonio, Kennedy.
Tonio.
Bruno.
Kennedy. Bruno.
Florian.
Don't look at my picks, Paul, you fucking cheater.
I'm just getting the names off it. Padilla. Felix. Blessing. No, Blessing then Felix.
No.
I think Blessing looked a little bit out of shape there, and I think Felix will get harder.
Go ahead.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Who's left?
Adam Millage and Smoke King.
Oh, Smoke King, right. Okay. Smoke King put him right above Felix. So I'll bump Felix to 8, Patrick to 9, and then Adam Millage to 10.
Smoke King, Blessing, Felix, Patrick, Millage, like that?
Just swap Blessing and Smoke King. Yeah.
Blessing, Smoke King. All right. Seth?
Tonio, Kennedy, Bruno.
Tonio, Kennedy, Bruno.
Smoke King.
Smoke King.
Florian Blessings.
Florian Blessing. Oh, shit. 1 second. Florian Blessing. Yep.
Jonathan.
Jonathan
Felix.
Padilla. Yep. Felix.
Patrick Adam.
Patrick. Adam. Okay.
But you guys are all big on the Smoke King, eh?
Ian.
I want to look at Jonathan again.
Yeah, let him look first.
Jonathan. Here.
I ain't beating the Smoke King.
No, you ain't
That
beating
much.
Smoke.
I don't know if it can beat Blessing.
No.
I don't think it can.
No. Because they're both not in great shape, but Blessing I think has a nicer physique.
Yeah.
Where did I put Padilla?
You put Padilla in 5th.
No.
Not too late. Go ahead, Ian.
Okay, I'm gonna go Tonio,
Yeah.
Bruno,
Yeah.
Kennedy,
Yeah.
Florian,
Yeah.
Smoke King,
Yeah.
Blessing,
Uh-huh.
Felix, Padilla. No, Felix. Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
Fe-
Felix. Yeah.
Patrick, Padilla, Adam.
Okay. It's not bad. So basically we switched Kennedy and Bruno. Oh, and Smoking and Blessing. Okay.
Can you scroll down on my picks, Fred?
Yeah.
Nope.
Why, you can't change them. They're locked in now. That's it.
No.
Yeah. You got Jonathan Padilla's in 5th. That's it.
No, just swap Blessing with Jonathan Padilla.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe Smoke King.
No, too late. Too late. You can't be influenced by everybody else's picks.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to make one more change, bro.
Oh, it's fine when Ian does it. Nobody says shit to Ian.
Because I don't do it 30 times, Paul. I for some reason I didn't bet on Patrick last week, but I feel like Patrick at Legion might do okay.
I was thinking the same
I
thing.
might swap Felix and Patrick.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good there.
Ugh. Fuck.
All right.
No.
We're done.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Fuck
Turn the
you
page.
guys. You guys don't get to decide.
Yeah.
Mike,
Getting boring. Come on, move on.
Mike, are you good?
Close the page.
I'm solid.
Seth?
Switch Patrick and Padilla.
Patrick and Padilla. Oh, that's a big
Oh,
jump.
Yeah.
That's a big fail.
I know. I want to take a chance. Fuck you guys. Going for broke, motherfuckers.
Why are you okay? There we go. Okay. Good. All right. Time for me to reclaim my throne.
Nope.
Bruno's not going to beat Kennedy. Kennedy's going to be in better. Kennedy's going to be better than he was in New York, and that is going to put him in second place. But
I really hope that Kennedy has a better stage presence. I think if he does, I think he can beat Bruno. I think that's how he beat him.
You mean his posing, Seth, or you mean just his general confidence on stage?
I think a lot of jitters at the New York. This being a little smaller of a show, competitive competition still super high, but I think he'll feel more comfortable in that setting. At least
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
New York, even first show jitters for sure, and New York is a pretty big show. People always,
For sure.
So, Ahmad's in to film you at 10:00 on Thursday, so make sure you book that appointment. We're gonna.
I will. I'll get on my Booksy appointment.
We're gonna get your haircut, and also make sure you tell what's his name, Mo. Make sure you tell Mo we're gonna interview him about how he cuts your hair and why he uses scissors when you have none.
This might be one of the most interesting videos. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, you guys are gonna see. There's a little bit, a lot that goes into looking like this.
We're
Not
gonna
just wake up like this,
I don't wake up like this, he says.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Let's do some questions. What do we got here? What are your tips to help sleep at the night before a show? And did you ever have trouble sleeping those nights? I took Benadryl.
Drugs.
Seriously?
Yeah. There's a time of year you're saving the drugs. This is it, homie. Get at it.
Time to get the toolbox out.
Anybody else do Benadryl?
I did Zopicone, but yeah. Or ZQL, like the American ZQLs, like that were good.
Yeah.
But I think that's
basically
similar.
Benadryl.
What are the difference with the American ones?
I don't know.
ZQL?
You got to tell.
Paul.
You got to tell
Yeah.
Paul.
Benadryl.
You got to tell Paul.
Is it?
Paul,
Okay.
Paul loves sleeping pills.
Well,
Really?
I never used to, and I finally just cracked about a year ago and started using them.
He's
I
hooked.
think I'm getting way better
Zopicone's
sleep.
good.
Yeah, that's what
Zopicone's
I
good.
use. That's
I
what
don't
I
like-
use.
I don't
got
like
way
Zop-
better sleep on it.
I don't like Zopicone. It makes me fall asleep, but it doesn't keep me asleep.
Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah,
find
I
it keeps me asleep for a good 6 hours at least.
I like taking sleeping pills and then trying to fight it, you know?
Some people like doing that. That's
Oh,
like
I
the
never-
fucking.
I've never
that's
taken
like
an
the-
ambient. What's ambient? What's the drug of ambient? Is
I don't know.
it the same as Zopicone? It's like the
Isn't Ambien like an Ativan?
No.
I
No,
don't think so.
I don't know.
I heard when you like try to fight the ambience, you get really fucked up.
People like that shit. That's why people drink that fucking NyQuil shit.
Mike, it's Zolpidem.
Oh,
Zolpidem.
Okay.
Is that why it's called equal?
let's try
No,
that.
that's ambient.
Ambient, yeah.
Can you please tell Paul that I haven't ever stopped thinking about that night in Detroit in 1993 at the gay bar? He was the sweetest of lovers.
I know you made that up, Fouad. There's nothing in this closet.
It's right here. I swear to God. I can't. Wait, is that coming?
Did you tell someone to say that or something?
I swear to God, his name's Cooper Steph.
Let's see a picture of him.
Here, let's
You
look.
remember him?
Is
Paul?
he Paul's type or what?
I've never done anything
Let
remotely gay in
let
my
him
life.
down gently, Paul. Let him down.
If this guy
gently.
looks like fucking like Presty or some shit, then we know it's true.
I might admire the looks of other men, but I've never gone anywhere near going down a gay hole.
This is oh yeah, for sure he fucked this guy.
Let's see.
This guy, you for sure fucked this guy. 100% you did.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I've never
David-
seen that guy.
He looks
before in my
sensitive.
life.
He looks sensitive.
He even likes the olive skin like you.
Yeah, he's got
Perfect.
fucking-
Well, he's got a
Same
taste for
case of women.
chocolate like I do, but I
His taste for-
definitely never met this man.
This guy.
Well,
Well,
you guys got a bow tie.
he said you were the sweetest of lovers. So I don't know, Paul.
Yeah, he wishes.
you wish, buddy. You could never get this.
That's right. I got no skeletons in my closet. I'm very confident about that.
I'm sure.
Just a few bones.
2 bones, definitely.
This guy says we need more role playing exercises with you and Paul.
Yeah.
Happy to fill that role.
Yeah, that was fun. We need another scenario like that.
Well, we can't force them. We have to come across them
You have
like
to, you have to grow organically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did one the other day, didn't we, Paul?
Me and you?
Yeah, Paul was in a fight with his wife, and we were trying to talk about how to figure it out. So I was like, "Okay, Paul, I'll be your wife. Tell me
Fouad
what
plays a
happened."
good wife too, by the
I
way.
play-
He
I
does a
play-
very good job of mimicking my wife.
I destroyed him in the argument. He was
He's
like,
just like, fuck you, Paul. Fuck you, Paul. That's all.
93 Arnold Flex Wheeler versus 24 Keon at the Olympia.
Probably Keon. Well,
Can I-
94. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
93
Yeah, probably.
Arnold. 93
Yeah,
Arnold.
93 Arnold. Yeah, probably flex there. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
pretty
He was
fucking-
smaller.
That's
there.
tough though. But yeah, he's like 214. I mean, he's weighing like fucking 8-10 pounds more than Keon at like fucking 6 inches taller. You know,
Can I? Okay.
a lot bigger legs on Keon. Oh, that's tough. That's fucking hard, man. That's really hard.
I think the judging criteria was very different.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I mean that was a really, really good flex.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did you see this clip of? No, maybe I shouldn't bring it up. Never mind.
What are you
Okay.
bringing up? Tell me.
You're good.
No, it's okay.
Just us, man. It's just us.
That's good.
No one watches this.
I don't want to give promo to somebody else. You know?
I'm gonna have to give it to Flex.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like this is
One of a kind.
this might be one of the most beautiful physiques ever.
Yeah, no, that 93 fucking Arnold was crazy good.
That twisting back to a bicep shot, that's an iconic shot.
I was going to say that twisting shot like set the stage for that whole scene at that time.
Do we have
Well,
actual like comparison shots like there below with him and Labrada and Sean Ray there in the front double?
Yeah, he's just better. He's
Oh,
better.
Yeah,
He's just better.
Yeah, he's just
yeah.
different.
Lee Labrada was fucking dope, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, Keon will beat him in like a side chest like that, I think, but
So I
he
think
can win some shots. It'll be a close show for sure.
The thing is, Keon's strength is his shape, not his size. And Flex Wheeler looks like he has just as much, not just as much size, but enough size and better shape and better
maybe
and better
think
detail.
I'd say maybe more detail too.
Flex's back has much more pop and detail than Keon's.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being emotional about it, but I don't know. I think in that comparison, I think it's Flex.
Yeah.
Keon 2 years from now, I think we're having a very different conversation.
More importantly, I've been seeing, I think Jay Cutler, Paul's virtual boyfriend.
Mentor.
Yeah.
Life coach.
Yeah. Paul's life coach, Jay Cutler, said that he could see Keon easily in the top 5, I think was the quote.
Yeah.
At the Olympia in the Open. And
I mean, like, he looked good at the guest posing in Pittsburgh, man. It's not out of the question.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm sorry.
It does.
It
Derek looked good at the guest posing that won the Olympia that year. So, I mean, or came second, you know?
No, that's a little different.
Is it? Why?
Because Derek was bigger than, like, a lot, well, as big as everybody at that guest posing.
But he was coming from the 212, same as Keon, you know?
No, but at the guest posing itself, Derek was almost as big as everybody else on stage.
Yeah, but I mean, Keon looked like, obviously he was
better.
next to Samson, so he wasn't bigger because Samson's the biggest guy on the Olympia stage, but he held his own well there for a guy that was, you know, out heighted and weighted by quite a bit. He didn't look small, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, what did you just say? Say what you said again and then listen to yourself.
Well, I think
you said he was out heighted and out weighted.
And he still looked good next to Samson, I'm saying.
Yeah, but he looked good next to a guy that's not in shape.
Yeah, but Keon's not in shape either. He's in the offseason as well.
Not true. When I looked at them all on stage, Keon was pretty close to in better shape than the other guys.
But he's not doing anything till the Olympia.
I know that. What I'm saying to you is you can't draw from this and be like, he looked better if he's in better shape than the
I'm not saying he would beat Samson. I'm just saying he can stand with those guys in the top 5. I think so. Like, do I think he could be Martin was 4th last year? Do I think he could go toe-to-toe with Martin? 100%.
He's okay. Put him in the Olympia this year. He's not in the top 5.
But I think he's fighting kind of in like the 5, 6, 7, you know?
Okay, but the comment was top 5.
I think he's right on the cusp for sure.
Let's see what the full quote is. Keon's biding his time. He could be in the top 5 easy at the Olympia. That's a big statement.
Easy is a big statement.
Well, first of all, I don't personally.
He means eventually, though, I think.
Listen,
he's not saying today.
Don't defend Jay because he's your boyfriend. He didn't say.
I know what Jay meant by that.
They had this as a private conversation as well, you know.
It doesn't say eventually. Well, let's go on. He'll win another 212 title handily, and then we'll see where his progression is. He's still a young guy. He is natural. Okay, if we're saying in the future, I could probably see that too.
Yeah.
If he puts on more muscle, I can see that too. If we're talking about now, I don't think he can beat the guys in the top 5.
I would agree.
No, I don't think he can beat, because like when you talk about, you know, Derek, Nick, Hottie, Samson, then even Andrew
too much size
would be tough to beat. And then, but I think he, you know, right after that. But I mean, Martin beat Andrew last year, so I mean, I don't know. I think it's an interesting comparison for make like right in that 5th place. I think him with Andrew and Martin and those guys is an interesting comparison.
I don't know if I see that yet. I still think an in shape Martin, an in shape Hunter who's not doing it this year, but if he was there,
too much.
An in shape Hunter.
Pull up the most recent thing of Keon, that one that's been going viral.
Listen, I know that when you look at Keon by himself, there's no doubt. You look at it and you're like, oh fuck, this guy could win the Olympia. And I'm just playing devil's advocate because that's a big statement to make, right? Like,
I think it's down.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. Let's go back.
It's on RX.
Go to his. Yeah, we just go to his page though, right? This is him at the Olympia.
No, the most recent update with him looking bigger.
That's pretty fucking nuts.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is fucking crazy. Like, it's a crazy physique.
But yeah, put him next to somebody who's 100 pounds bigger.
I think this is where he.
Yeah, but not everyone will be 100 pounds bigger.
No,
Samson
that's true,
will be, but that's it. You know,
right?
Hottie and Derek and these guys and Martin are like only in the 230 to 240 range. You know,
I can see him. I can see him competing with Martin. I can't see him. I don't think this is a thing. I think shape wise, Keon can stand with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think structurally he's going to lose some ground because of size, and I also think detail. Like when you put him next to Derek when Derek's peaked properly, and when you put him next to Hottie, I don't think he has the same level of detail.
I don't know. Go to the Olympia shot there. The back double or back relax that's there. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking impressive.
Fuck yeah, I don't know. That's tough, man. He's good. He's fuck. I actually
good.
don't know. Like, I think saying top 5 easy is crazy because it's never easy being top 5 at the Olympia. But I think it's like it's an interesting conversation. It's definitely plausible, you know.
Would you put him in top 3 best 212 ever?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
With flex and
Like, look at this. What the fuck, bro?
jeez.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
significantly bigger too.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
crazy, man. That's good detail. Hams are crazy. Fucking glutes are in.
Dude, I don't know about top 5. He might be the best 212 ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make an argument for it for sure.
Yeah.
Listen,
Most dominant.
Listen, I'm a huge Keon fan. I think he's got an amazing physique. I think saying a top 5 at the Olympia is a big
I agree. Yeah.
statement.
I think in a couple
You're
years.
you're literally talking about 3 Mr. Olympias in the top 3.
Mhm.
And then you're talking about Nick, who,
Yeah, I don't think you can beat any of those guys.
Derek, like arguably, a lot of people thought he beat Derek, even though Derek wasn't at his best. But a lot of people thought he beat Derek in Pittsburgh. So you're talking about 4 really fucking.
Yeah, if we're talking about in the top 5, we're talking about 5th.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like I don't think it's like he's coming first, second, third, fourth. I think if we're talking about Keon in the top 5, we're talking can he be 5th place at the Olympia?
Yeah.
And then that's where you get into the Andrew, the Hunters, the Martins, those guys that are fighting for those positions. I think that's where the conversation gets more interesting. I think if you compare him to the other 4 guys, then it's not as interesting. No.
I would agree with that. I think because Andrew has problems peaking. Either he's too shredded and a little bit flat, or he's too full and not shredded enough. So
Keon's better from the back and from the side.
Yeah. And
he's not as good from the
his
front.
Posing's better. His posing's better. His presentation's better.
Yeah.
I could see that battle between those two.
Yeah.
I could see that battle.
I think Tonio is going to make some noise in that world as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's been 8th at the Olympia, right? I mean,
I wonder if
we'll see what he looks like at Legion, but
I wonder if Tonio will be big enough. I think that might be the problem, though. You guys got you have to remember, man. Size is a big deal at the Olympia. Size is at the Olympia. Size is king, and I'm not talking about just muscularity. I'm talking about structural size as well. Like they don't.
Yeah.
Bigger guys always do better at the Olympia. Like Hottie did well as a shorter guy, but he's stacked. Like he's full.
Same with Derek. He's super wide and crazy back, and
So I don't know if Tonio. I mean, still look, saying top 10 at the Olympia is a fucking huge thing. Like that's a big deal. I don't know if Tonio will get into the top 6. Like I don't know if he's big enough for that yet.
I wonder if Tonio's been able to make any improvements with his posing. There's a couple poses there where he really seemed to struggle with.
I think Tonio, if to give him a huge compliment, would be more like a Dexter. Like if he keeps on packing on a few pounds every year, I could see him being like that kind of competitor who just starts
getting better and better and better.
Eventually starts overwhelming people with just how consistent he is and how perfect his physique looks.
Hunter not being in the mix. That's where I think people start creeping into the top 8. That 6, 7, 8 mark is where it's going to get super competitive for those guys.
Yeah.
Which I think Tonio can move into.
Or if Baruz can make it to Olympia this year.
Oh, we still have Baru.
That was
dangerous.
somebody, you know what? That's somebody because Seth mentioned it earlier, and I did want to take a look at him because he posted an update, and I was like, this guy is going to be in the top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
This guy,
if he gets to the Olympia.
if he
yeah.
Same with Hottie too. Like Hottie's going to have a hard time getting here.
Yeah, at least Hottie has history in the country. He's been here every year, so he has visa history, which is like one of the biggest things for getting in. They know he's not going to come here and stay and fucking try and live here and work here and stay illegally. Like he has history where Baruz has never been to the US. He has no history here, so that's the toughest part.
Look at this fucking physique, man.
Yeah, he's so good, man.
He's fucking nasty.
He gets conditioned.
He's gonna win the Dubai Pro.
I love this guy's physique.
Dude, look at that shot.
I know.
Fuck.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my more favorite physiques. Like it's
legs got a little bigger, sweep got a little wider.
What?
Fuck.
X frame looks nuts.
Hey,
his
dude,
quads were always the thing before, right? But they're
big.
he filled them out, man. Filled them out. The sweep looks better.
Yeah,
And
it still needs a bit more, but they look really good.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that shit.
And he's going to be fucking nasty peeled like he always is.
Yeah.
for sure. He's best from the back.
Yeah, this guy's never been out of shape a day in his life.
Look at that. It's perfection.
Yeah.
I hate the little like bounce he does.
I know.
Yeah, it's very like not professional. Like doesn't need to do that.
It's obviously how he's like gets his legs set every time.
I know, but I bet you he doesn't. It's probably just a habit. I bet you he doesn't even need to do that.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it now.
Like go to the stage shots there last show. Oh, sorry.
It's more impactful though when you're shredded.
It just reminds me of an amateur show. I think when you're at Baruz's level and you're like, top 10 at the Olympia or better, it's something you should kind of, it should not be part of your repertoire.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, he does that.
Yeah,
Like everybody else is already in the shot, and he's like, squatting down between each pose to like. See, he did it there. He got his legs set without doing it.
I don't think it takes away from his presence on stage at all.
Nathan looks good too. He's competing. What shows he doing? Dubai?
Wait a minute. I just want to show you this again. You don't think it takes away from the professional?
Driving you up the wall right now.
I can see how you don't like it, but I don't think it takes
you
away.
guys
from
are fine with that? You're fucking
crazy.
fine with that?
It's literally driving me crazy because I'm like, I know he's good enough to not do it. So I'm like, why are you doing it?
I actually
get
would
it.
go as far as to say I like it. I think it looks I think you should keep doing it, Bruce.
No, don't do it. Don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore. Watch when he gets into the front lat spread or front double, he doesn't do it. So obviously he doesn't have to do it. You know what I mean? But then when he goes,
he might think it looks good.
But then when he goes to the front lat spread, look, you get a little like boop.
He really sits there as well.
He's doing like a ballet plie.
Little curtsy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, boop. No, he didn't do it. Yeah. I just let's see if he does it from the back.
There's no way he's gonna do it from the back. No.
No. Okay.
Fuck.
He's got a crazy physique, man.
He's nuts.
Has there been any updates on Rubiel at all? I haven't seen nothing out of him in a long time.
No. And Nathan looks like he's getting close to doing something as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's in shape for sure.
All right. Well, I guess I have my little quirks that fucking get to me. Whatever. Fuck you guys. I don't care.
Keep it going, Bruce. Keep going, man.
Love it.
Like you're such an asshole.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm just trying to give some constructive criticism. It's not it's just
Hey, you know that dumb fucking thing you do? Stop doing it.
You're really good, but that thing's
it's
stupid
just
that
not
you're doing.
it's not necessary. It's not, I can come on. Okay. Yes, fuck you guys. Okay. If you could be any animal for 24 hours, what would it be and why? A bear. A bear. I want to be a bear.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I can climb trees. I can kill shit. I can run fast. I can.
You wouldn't want to be like a fucking tiger or leopard or something, no?
No, I want to be a bear.
I'd want to be a bird.
Oh, that would be cool.
Like
I
something.
want to be a bald eagle.
Yeah, like a fucking eagle or like
That's a good one.
Yeah, something that can fly that's still like dominant in the air, you know?
Or like a fucking whale. Go to
Yeah.
deep in the ocean.
Oh, yeah,
Shark,
fucking-
like a shark or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something that's
Whale's a
deep.
cool call. An orca. Yeah. Killer whales.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you guys got me for sure.
Yeah.
Paul, what would you
I
be?
want to be a bald eagle.
You can't take Ian's.
No,
Well,
he
that's
said that
what
before
I
I
said
did.
it first. Actually,
He said it first. I
Yeah,
said
I
a
was-
bird, and then he said bald eagle. Yeah.
I've always said if there's such thing as reincarnation, I want to come back as a bald eagle.
Obviously.
So adamant that it has to be a bald
And he-
eagle. It can't just be a bird. It's got to be a bald eagle.
No, I want to be a king of the skies.
Be like,
He's gonna
I'm
come
gonna
back- he's gonna come back as a pigeon.
Yeah, for sure. A little budgie.
fucking
God
yeah.
damn it!
Oh, you know what? That just
Little
reminded
sparrow.
me. I hit a fucking squirrel on my bike the other day.
Oh, you
wow.
bastard! You
It
bastard!
It literally broke my heart because I saw it coming out and I fucking hit the brake, but I'm like, I can't. I'm not. There was cars.
No.
I'm like, I can't swerve. So I'm like, fuck this.
Nope.
Did you feel
So
the pop?
No, because it ran into my tire. Like I knew
Oh.
I slowed down enough and it stopped, but it must have hit my tire or something because I looked in my rear view mirror and my side mirror and it was like fucking shaking on the ground and shit. I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
you
I was
fucked up.
like,
You fucked it up.
Yeah.
it fucked up my whole morning, man. I was like, motherfucker. I just
So it hit your tire, like bounced off.
it must have, I don't know. I didn't feel myself go over it. So I don't know if it got caught.
Yeah, but they're small. You could flatten that, barely feel it. You know?
Yeah, maybe I did. I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. Maybe I just ran over its leg or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you just critically wounded.
You probably crushed its skull.
Which made me feel worse because I'm like, if I broke its leg, it's just laying there.
The next girl will kill him. Don't worry.
or the next predator.
The blood's not on your hands, Fouad. It's on the next guys. You just fatally wounded him. Yeah.
Fuck. I want to go back and kill it. I'm like, I should go back and kill it.
Put him out of his misery.
How would you do it? Just stomp on it with your foot?
Just run over
Right
it.
in the middle of
I'll just keep running over it.
Rip, rip, rip.
Right over its neck.
Just do a burnout right on it. Rip it in half.
You know, that happened one morning when I was bringing my daughter to the bus stop one morning, a long time ago, and there was a dead squirrel in the road, and she's like, "Daddy, what's that?" I was like, "It's just sleeping, sweetheart. Don't worry about it." Then the bus comes to get her. The bus comes. The bus front tire rips it in half. So I was like, "Just get on the bus.
Just get on the bus. Don't ask any questions.
just go, honey.
What are some mistakes you made in your early 20s in life, and what's some of the best advice you were given as a young man? I did
Keep a good credit score.
I was going to say I did too much cocaine, but that one too.
Yeah, credit for sure.
Yeah, taxes, fucking taxes and shit. You know,
It'll come back and get you later.
yeah.
I don't know, Paul. What's the mistakes you made when you're early 20s?
You're supposed to make mistakes in your 20s. It's the
Yeah.
fucking point of them.
Yeah, you have no
Don't be
responsibilities.
so worried about it.
Yeah. The biggest one is you get someone pregnant.
Well, this is from Joseba. So obviously he's thinking about himself making mistakes. So he's probably like, he wants some company.
I'm giving him advice.
So let's tell him.
We've all made plenty, man. Don't worry.
Give me one. Well, Ian
God,
Ian was a thief when he was younger, so that's one mistake.
Would you
Not
steal?
really.
Stealing young girls' hearts.
Yeah.
I've never stole a thing in my life.
Seth, some young 20-year-old mistakes?
Dude, it's not like now it's not a mistake, you know. But I had a kid when I was 22. Like that was a fucking lot, dude.
That's true.
Sure.
You know,
That's
like
crazy.
I was partying pretty hard. I was doing a bunch of drugs. I was fucking on gear doing blow. And then I had a kid. I had to change my life quite a bit. So that's like, it's kind of one of those ones where I'm like, hey, you know, maybe.
Let me ask you this. When you have a kid at 22 and you're a party guy and you got a normal life like a 22-year-old, does it all just go out the window? Or do you keep kind of trying to party here and there?
No, I kind of had to get my shit together. I knew I was fucking off. You know what I mean? I knew I shouldn't be doing drugs and partying and all that shit. I was just enjoying it because it's like, what the fuck? Why not? You know?
Yeah, right. But I mean, after you had the kid.
Yeah, then I was like, I had to get my shit together, you know.
Did you quit everything cold turkey or?
Yeah, I stopped doing drugs. It sucked, but then like, because I was doing a lot. Like I had a problem. I was selling drugs in college. You know, I was fucking into just doing crazy shit. Yeah, dude, I was.
We all were. We all were set. Don't worry.
I didn't sell.
Like if
I
you
didn't
were
sell
in the
any drugs.
cocaine world,
Sure, yeah.
you're doing dumb shit. I was surprised. I mean, dude, I'm glad I'm here. And Hannah and I were actually talking about this the other day. I was like, I really like my life. Like right now, I love my life. Like I like everything that I have, and it's really cool. And I saw this reel on Instagram, and it was like, what happens if you woke up and it was 1995 and your entire life was a dream? Like, and I'm like, man, if tomorrow morning I woke up and it was like 1995, like I would have to go and live through everything that I lived through to be where I am now. Oh man, I don't know if I could do it.
Fuck that.
I don't know.
But was it that you have to live it all over again, or do you get to do whatever you want?
Kind of like you could do whatever you want. But I was thinking in my head, I'm like, man, like a lot of these bad decisions and things I did brought me to where I am, and I really like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'd have to go.
But you'd have to go through all that shit again. You wouldn't do it.
I don't know if I could do
What
it.
if you woke up? What if you woke
then,
up with the awareness of what you have now, and you're
But
95?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you would.
But this is the interesting question: is what if fate?
You know how much crime you can get away with back in 1995?
Oh yeah.
You
Wait a
heard
minute
it now.
Seth, what if fate is real and you still ended up where you are, but without all the shit in the middle?
Oh man, I don't know.
Imagine that.
I don't know. Because that's what I mean. Like I'd have to go have a kid in college again. I have to do a bunch of drugs. I mean, it'd be fun.
Like I think even if you end up in the same place,
There's worse things.
The things it does in terms of like molding character to like have had like having a kid young and like, you know, the changes for your work ethic and like things like that. I think there is a lot of like good lessons learned in those shitty times. I think you see if you kind of like had all the answers beforehand, I think you there's absolutely no way you would end up as the same person. I think there are important things to happen, you know?
For sure.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, even if it's not for like accomplishments, just for like who you are as a person and like the values that you have, I think you learn those in the shit. You don't learn those like when things are like how many fucking, you know, privileged people you meet where they just like aren't the
Have
same in that
no
way,
idea.
you know?
They have no idea about life.
They have no idea about life, but like from a social aspect and like a personal values aspect, not even just like, you know, the meaning of money, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
true. You yeah, I guess you only learn shit in the worst of times.
Yeah.
Shapes your character.
But
Yeah.
I mean, like us
Even-
doing a
even-
bunch of coke in our 20s told us not to do it in our fucking 30s. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
it's
that
these-
didn't-
40s.
that literally didn't teach me anything.
like,
Sir,
I'm just saying
I
the
mean,
things
how
you
to do it
learn.
smarter.
It taught me
exactly.
taught me how fun it was. That was about it.
It's gonna end bad no matter what you think. Don't do it
It always
forever.
ends bad.
No,
Taught
but
me
like,
to-
you know, now, like, shit, I'm going to be up all night. I got to work tomorrow. I probably shouldn't do that, you know?
Taught
Like,
me to stay away from girls that love cocaine. That's what.
yeah, that's true.
Thought you loved to date strippers.
Yeah.
They're honest working people.
Best advice you were given as a young man.
I don't know if I was like, I can't even remember any like advice I was given per se.
Yeah, me either.
Pay attention.
Enjoy the ride.
I don't think I listened
Let it
to
rip.
Let it rip, bud.
Honestly,
Rip it and
I
rip
don't
it.
I don't think I listened to any of the advice I was given.
Yeah, I don't think I did that.
No,
I think-
no.
I think I was always the I got to learn it the hard way kind of person. Yeah.
Our football coaches always told us that the best thing you can have in football is a short-term memory, meaning that you learn, like you just deal
You
with the
fuck up
mistake
and
and
you
move
keep
on.
going. Yeah.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
don't. So I always had that mentality.
Yeah.
It's like one, two, three, fuck that shit, and then you just fucking on to the next thing.
That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
It's
It's
very
really
difficult.
easy when you suck at football and you have to want to show up the next day.
It's funny you said that, Seth, because last week we had Akeem on, and we were all kind of impressed because we're all a little different than he is. I should just speak for myself. I was a little envious because he was talking about being at the shows and how he, we were talking about like, doesn't this affect you or that affect you or the social media affect you or anything, right? And he was like, no. He's like, once I compete, I'm done and I move on. And when I leave the stage, I'm done. I don't think about it anymore. And he was like, some people say that shit, but they don't really mean it.
Yeah.
You could tell when he said it, he was like genuine. He was like, you could tell he would just like, this is my competing life. This is my other life. I don't bring this over here.
Yeah,
Keem
really.
seems to be very emotionally mature.
He does seem very, he seems like he's got his shit together that way.
Yep.
A lot of people like Akeem too. Like,
Yeah, great guy.
Keeps good
going
shit.
to events with him, dude. People love that guy.
I got to tell you, man, the podcast has made me pleasantly surprised to talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like William, Akeem, Carlos. Like I can go down a list of people I was like, man, I'm really glad I did that podcast with that person.
Yeah.
So it's like the whole don't ever judge a book by its cover is like 100%. I thought William, when I had William on, I'm like, fuck, this guy's gonna kill me or something. I don't know. I don't even know what I don't know.
William's the best.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to
Yeah.
say to this
Way
person.
hard.
He's probably going to call me a fucking idiot or something. I don't even know. And then we do the podcast, and I literally talked to him for almost 2 hours. I could have done 3. I could have just kept talking to him. It was like amazing.
Yeah, and him and Akeem are kind of intimidating looking guys. Like I remember I judged Akeem a couple times, and I went up to him after the show the first time and like said, I was really impressed with you, Akeem. Shook his hand, and like I was a little bit nervous going up to him because I was like, he might be like, "Fuck you, why you had me first?" But no, he's very very nice guy.
Well, I think it's also because they're quiet. So they're these big imposing figures that are quiet. So they're also kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
But then they're just like, I don't know. It's almost like they're quiet because they don't have. It's like they don't just talk for no fucking reason. Like when Akeem says something, it seems like it's well thought out.
Yeah. And going back to the conversation we were having before about like life lessons and shit, I think like Bonak is like the prime example of that. Like, Bonak's had a fucking tough life, been through a lot of shit, but like when you meet him in terms of like a person with like good values, that's like grounded with his family, that like kind of has his like shit together and like what actually means something to him, he's like one of the first people that comes to mind for me. And I think that's from his life, like I think obviously some of that is from how you grew up in your family and, nature versus nurture kind of shit. But I think a lot of that was just like his life experience,
Well, the reason I'll say that even further to that point is Samson and William are very alike in that they're very appreciative for life in general.
Yeah.
Like they don't take anything for granted. They're very appreciative of the things they have. They're very appreciative of like people doing things for them. Like, just, it's different. Like, I think a lot of us grow up in a way that we tend to expect things to come to us. When you reach a certain level or you reach a certain thing, you expect like this much money or this much accolades or this much whatever. It seems like William and Samson, even at the highest, they've reached the highest points of their careers, are still very appreciative for every single thing that comes their way. And I think it's their upbringing. They're both Nigerian. They both grew up in the same like poverty-filled kind of homes with a lot of siblings having to share everything. And like they had that same kind of upbringing. Whereas William took a different turn, was he ended up in jail for killing somebody. And then Samson moved to the UK. So they kind of split in their teenage years into different directions. And I think William going through all that shit that you're talking about, Ian, is kind of what's made him, like even more appreciative of people in general.
Yeah, no, he's just like a very like, empathetic, like grounded guy.
Yeah. Now that Paul has judged more shows, can he describe in depth what the IFBB scorecards look like? For example, in the New York Pro, there were columns titled Muscularity, Shape, and Conditioning. Yeah,
there was.
I didn't see that in the scorecard. We just
not on my sheet. There wasn't.
They don't do that. No.
We just looked at the scorecard. They don't do. They used to do that.
Yeah.
They used to have those columns. Not anymore.
Yeah, like in '98.
Yeah.
This is the scorecard here. Where the fuck did it go? There it is. That's the scorecard. Is that what it looks like, Paul?
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. So it's just judging finals, total, and then replacing.
Yeah, and for the, if he doesn't understand, the finals, like the number that a 5 there is, say there's 7 judges or 9 or whatever it is, and then the high and lows are removed. So the judge is giving them 1 for first place. So a lower score is better.
So there would have been 7 judges and they removed 2 scores.
It could be 9, because like I know in New York they had 9. You still ended up with a 5 perfect, but I think they're just removing 2 and 2 then, right, Paul?
There wasn't 9 in New York.
Or in Pittsburgh, sorry.
Oh, but they may not have all judged every class.
Okay. Yeah, Tyler said on his video that they had 9 judging, but I don't know what
so
that
this
means.
Hold on, this is California. So all I'm saying is, would this normally mean, Paul, that there's 7 judges and they remove 2 scores?
Yes.
Yeah, high and low are removed.
Okay. Okay. If each of you were WWE wrestlers, what would your entrance theme song be? Let's skip that one. With Hunter sitting out for the year, who will take the spot in the top 10, Vito or Regan?
Is Vito doing something again? With his torn lat? Like, I'm assuming he wouldn't be. Yeah. He wouldn't be or would be?
No, wouldn't be. Why would he do anything if he tore a lat and he's trying to get ready for the Olympia? He's probably going to sit out till the
Oh yeah, I guess Vito's qualified, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won Brazil, so yeah.
So who's better, Vito or Regan?
Interesting matchup. Both at their best.
I'd probably have to go Vito.
I'm going Vito as well.
Yeah.
Regan from the back, but Vito from the side and the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And like with that front double, he wins by a lot,
Yeah.
The front lat, though, I mean, his front lat's not great.
Shots, but the side shots he wins by a lot too, I think.
I don't know. I mean, he's not great upper body in the side shots, but his leg is so good,
That's what draws your eye, though.
Yeah.
Side leg.
Yeah.
And
that's
I think,
you go 1-1 on the front, 1-1 on the side, or you go 2-0 on the side.
I think Vito wins the ab and thigh and the most muscular.
He wins the ab and thigh, the most muscular, the front double. The front lat spread is Regan's, but but I give him both the side shots.
So I was going to say you give him both sides,
and even if you give Regan both back,
because I don't think Regan's super strong in the upper body either, so they're kind of trading upper bodies there. But Vito's lower body is far better.
Yeah,
so I would give both the side shots to Vito.
Yeah, and then Regan back shots, so it's kind of like a 5-3.
Yeah. What do I eat on a high carb refeed day? Should I just add? Hey, have you guys seen all these science kids that are just fucking completely retarded? Are they?
Yes.
Listen, is this all? Listen, I'm only saying this because I think people know it annoys the fuck out of me, so they keep sending them to me.
It's getting
really
ridiculous.
bad.
But I want to add.
Ridiculous.
I don't know, but that's what kind of my point of asking you guys. Is it just rage bait?
I saw somebody made a funny one though. He was like on this like high like vault type bench thing, whatever. It was like must have been like 10 feet off the ground, and he's doing like lying down curls. He's like eliminating axial fatigue or something like that.
Is it Ian, is it all rage bait for real, or is it just like?
I don't think it's all rage bait, but I think a lot of it is now not even rage bait, just like clickbait. I think it's a combination of the two. I mean, I think, people know that it gets views when they put out like crazy fucking opinions like that, or like things that are, going to cause disagreements,
I saw this one
throwing
asshole
around the word science-based all the time, and like these kids that are saying that you obviously don't have a scientific background, and you've taken your science-based approach from someone else who probably doesn't have that background, who stole that idea from another guy. So it's like it's science-based is like it's a real thing, but you guys are making it a term now that doesn't apply to science or anything at all. I think it's just like I'm science-based. Like I saw this kid, he's like 160 pounds. He was making fun of this guy who says he's like, I love all these big guys they talk about don't use science, but there's science in everything he's doing. Blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, well, we know that. Like we all know that these machines that are designed, the machine designs are scientifically based for biomechanic like functionality and like optimizing movement. It's like, we know that, dude.
Yeah.
And you guys are trying to like put your tentacles into everything. Like, oh, it's all part of this. It's like, guys, start applying something.
I don't
shit.
I don't want to use the term science-based anymore because Mike, you're 100% right. Like John Meadows was very.
It's not a real thing.
John Meadows was very like science-based, right? Like a lot of his approaches came from Brad Schoenfeld or his own teachings, his own readings, whatever, or his own studies. But like,
you can't rip. I don't know. Then rip off that guy's way of looking at things or his way of teaching, and you say that because you follow him, you're now this too. But you don't have anything to contribute. You're just a follower. So you can't say like, oh, like you can obviously, and they do it, but it's like you're not original in any way.
I saw one kid, and people. I hate that I have let people know that I hate this now because they send me all of these clips. This one fucking kid, Seth, you might you probably blow a gasket if you saw this kid. He's like, I only do one set for chest. He's like,
I've seen them all.
And he's like, he's like, and I'm making pretty good progress. Kid weighs like 150 pounds. And he's like, this is what I found works best for chest because the way your shoulder flexion and blah, blah, blah. He's sitting on a fucking military press, on a pin loaded military press. And he like slouches down in the seat a little bit and he's doing it. And he's like, this is for your upper chest. And I'm like, your incline is way too high, first of all. And I'm like, second of all, you have no chest to speak of. And third of all, why are you only doing one fucking set? Are you that like, do you have Dorian Yates level focus that you only need one
fatigue,
set?
Bro? Too much fatigue.
Well, they're talking about
you're running from fatigue that you've never felt or experienced.
Thank you, Mike.
Fatigue management.
Yeah. How about you just stop being a pussy first and then find out where fatigue is?
Somebody sent me this other clip of this other kid who's also maybe 150 pounds, and his whole TikTok was about fatigue. And I literally wrote back what Mike just said. I'm like, that physique has never seen fatigue in his life. Yeah. I'm like, there's no ever.
It's so tough because like, there is science to what we're doing here, but the fact that like they're pushing.
You're trying to explain to us what we already know in a more technical, fancy way, and look like you know something that we don't know, but we've been doing it.
The problem is that Jeff Nippard has become insanely fucking famous for saying fucking all the scientific based shit. Then Mike Israetel also insanely fucking famous for all the or like everything he's saying. Meanwhile, it's like, guys, like if you told me that I should be listening to Mike Israetel for anything, I would say you are fucking batshit crazy because I am not listening to a fucking thing that guy says.
I got something to say to this because I saw somebody make a fucking TikTok about this. So somebody said, well, that's not a good argument because Hani looks like shit and so-and-so looks like shit and Chad Nichols looks like shit and they all look like shit. And I'm like, hold on a minute.
They're not trying to look good right now.
But hold on a minute. It's not only that. They also have a body of work. If
your body of work speaks for you,
if you look like shit, Joe Blow making a TikTok, if you look like shit, but you have coached 5 Olympians, have at it, man. Tell me to fucking do one set for chest.
No, that's the thing is you don't see these guys like the little person you mentioned before. I won't talk about. This guy's never trained anyone in their life for a competition or brought in someone from a certain status and raised them up to another level.
Yeah.
They've never directly done that, whether it's through coaching, dieting, training, like they've never directly done that. It's just been this exposing my views on the world and having these nerds pick it up and run with it. So therefore you think you're having an impact, but you're not. You're just confusing people.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to say, like, my thing is not, well, if you don't look good, you must not know shit.
No, show that your shit works.
Yeah, I'm all I'm saying is you don't have to look great, but show me 10 guys that you train that do look great with your technique. That's it.
Yep.
I get confused on, like, because it seems so ludicrous, like with the rage bait stuff from Pete, because some of it is rage bait.
Well, look at me. I'm raging right now.
That's what I mean. They're doing it on purpose to get us all fired up. But I look at some of it and I'm thinking, like even just the concepts of food, the concepts of training, doing one set of or two sets of arms on leg day, and I'm like, oh man, like this is starting to get a little wacky. I'm just kind of losing the whole concept, and I guess to a certain degree I could understand. Sure, if it works for you, but the lack of track record with it is where I'm kind of lost. So, and then again, a lot of the people that are doing a lot of the people that are regurgitating the information online too are very young. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them, because they're all trying to get famous in their way.
Yeah.
If you regurgitate a lot of these things and you get a lot of clicks, you're going to continue. But also, if you're young and that's the first style of training you've ever done,
yeah.
Like if you're young, it's going to fucking work.
It's going to work. Yeah. Yeah.
But then you're going to run into a plateau and you're going to be like, I don't know why I'm not progressing anymore, or this was wrong. It's like it's all progressionary. It's all steps, and you got to learn through it.
Can I ask you guys something? Ian, I'll ask you since you've tuned out a bit. Why is bodybuilding the only sport in which results don't matter? If you took a swimmer and this guy swam, it took him 5 minutes to swim 100 meters in a pool, that nobody would listen to him as far as how to swim. Why is that different in bodybuilding?
It's because people attribute like so much of this going to steroids and genetics. So like all these other things can be discarded because of those. Even if someone has a better physique than you, significantly better physique than you, they're at the top of their sport, it can just be attributed to that they're just genetically more competent and taking more steroids than you. So it's easy to discard their methods of training because of secondary factors that look. And
well, wait a minute, those factors apply to the swimmer too.
I was going to say they apply. Obviously, drugs aren't in the same capacity that they are in bodybuilding and other sports, and it's not physically looking in the same regard. So it's hard to say, but yeah, I mean, you know, in other sports, there is a million ways that people train, and there is disagreements about how you should train, and they are all the same. It's just obviously we're in a bubble in our world. But I mean, if you go to, you know, the track world, the swimming world, everything, there's guys that train under coaches where people are going to be like, this guy has no fucking idea, but he's, you know, obviously getting good success and blah, blah, blah. There's a million things like this. I mean, it happens everywhere, but just because of bodybuilding, because genetics is so much of a talk of it, because it's a look versus a performance, it's just different. It's so easy to discard training knowledge.
But the look is the performance. Like I said, if you look like shit and you haven't trained anybody who looks good or has had any success or has had any progress with their physique, then why am I listening to you?
Yeah. Because they're training guys that don't take steroids, bro. That's why.
Or they're training people that don't have a fucking any base of knowledge.
I just mean like if I went to the track and I was like, hey, teach me how to run a 10-second 100 meter.
Yeah.
I'm not picking the guy who runs it in 20 seconds. Or has never trained anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say because look, a lot of top track coaches aren't necessarily
no, but they've trained someone
elite, but they've trained someone.
Yeah. Right, like Charlie Francis when he was alive was probably couldn't even run down the fucking track 100 meters. Period.
That's fine. Yeah,
but he trained Marion Jones and fucking all these. You know what I mean? Like
right.
So his methods and his methodology and the way he sees things translates into success on the track.
Yeah. And a lot of those methods
for gifted individuals.
Yeah,
not for
a lot of those methods have remained true today.
But that's what I'm saying is like you have to be able to prove out. You can't. Well, you can because it's free for everybody to do. But you can make a TikTok and espouse your theories. But you can't expect people to take you seriously if you don't have any type of track record, either in your own physique or in people you've coached. I guess that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I guess we'll leave it there.
I went to a seminar by Charlie Francis once, a long time ago.
That's so young people
at the University of Windsor.
Let's see. The lighting at the New York Pro and Cali was horrible. When are we going to get the black background for everything? And when is Paul coming out of retirement? He has never officially retired.
That's true. Technically, I'm still active, just in a extended off season.
You're not a pro yet, dude. You got to turn pro.
Well, like still at national level.
If I came back and did an amateur show, would you compete with me?
I saw something about you doing that.
Yeah.
You
talked about it before.
We were talking about it on the podcast.
No, I know, but I saw like a video. I saw a piece of a video. You're talking about.
We were talking about it on.
It was Dumbbells and Doobies or Niles.
Oh, Dumbbells and Doobies too. Maybe I was talking about. Yeah.
So you want to go back and do all the levels again and turn pro again because you never won the Canadas?
I'd love to. Yeah.
Well, you should because you got your pro card at like.
I'll do your show in Oakville, and then I'll go do Canadian.
We get huge ticket sales there, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, Ian. No, I think you should do it.
Then I'll do Canadian Nationals, win my first Canadian title, and then I'll go I'll go do Detroit and qualify for the Olympia, and then work my way back up the old fashioned way.
I think people would love to watch that.
100% they would. It'd be awesome. Amazing. Yeah.
Do it.
I'd love to do it. Yeah.
I will do Detroit with you if you do it.
I'm going to hold you to that if this time comes.
I'm not joking. Listen, I'm going to
do your Mississauga show with me.
I'm going to have a resurgence soon in my physique, so I will get on stage again with you and win for the fourth time.
Yeah, right.
I already have 3 wins against you under my belt.
I'll do the show naturally and beat you.
Listen, all I know is our track record is 3-0 me.
Yeah,
so.
Okay.
And if you beat me, I'll just do what you do. I'll be like, "Oh, you beat me when I was old." For Paul, you can only do missionary, or you can't smoke weed again ever, but you can do whatever position.
I love that question. So it's either missionary for life,
weed,
but no weed.
No, it's weed and missionary.
Weed and missionary, or
no weed, and you can do whatever you want.
I'll take the weed and missionary.
Really?
Yeah.
You're never gonna blow a load again, ever. You're gonna have
no head either, Paul. No head.
Honestly, I think I'd be fine with missionary my whole life.
Paul's gonna have perma blue balls. He's gonna fuck and not bust. And he's gonna go
sweating,
in the garage
and it's getting hot.
Just sweating and getting calf cramps.
Just sweating in her face.
I would definitely have to get very, very mentally creative, and I'd have to definitely
Don't you feel bad about? Wait, don't you feel bad about that?
What?
What do you mean? Why? Because you can't look your wife in her face and come.
You say it like that, it sounds awful for that.
It is awful.
I think it's the eye contact is his emotional repression is like
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. He's just closing his eyes, just I can picture Paul, eyes closed, just sweating, just
hammered away.
Shut up. Shut up.
I like the dialogue too. So throw that in there.
What dialogue?
You talk a little dirty.
If she says something sweet to you, it's going to make it worse.
Yes, it definitely make it worse.
Here's a
dirty love words in there.
Here's a role playing opportunity. Let's hear some of your dirty talk, Paul.
I'm not doing this one.
So you're laying there.
Yeah, I can't fake that, Ian. That's something I
feels so good. Talk dirty to me, Paul. What do you say?
Shut up, bitch.
No, it'll be the opposite, Ian. She'd be like, "I love you, Paul." I'd be like, "Shut up! I'm trying to come."
I would just stop right away.
You like that, dick?
Why'd you say that?
It's like, I love you. Oh, gross. Disgusting.
You made it personal.
I'm never going to come now.
Boner killer.
Cockblocker.
Paul, I have a question. How much not touching of yourself would you have to do to come during missionary?
A lot. I wouldn't have to touch. I wouldn't be able to touch myself anymore.
You'd have to abstain from jerking off or coming for a month.
Definitely.
He's staring at his right hand
I'd have to put oven mitts on or something to keep them on all the
time. Okay, pick one. Blowjob first thing every morning or blowjob last thing every night.
As I've gotten older, I'll take it in the morning.
What does that have to do with it?
At nighttime, sometimes I just want to be left alone for that last hour or two before bed.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
My own zone.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know, can I say
I feel the
something?
complete opposite.
Can I say
Really?
something?
Me too.
You're young though, Seth.
You make a lot of statements about your wife, but the more you're on this podcast, the more I'm like, I kind of starting to feel bad for her a little bit.
No, it's not. It's nothing
You're
personal.
like, I don't want to look at you when I'm coming, and I also don't want you to talk to me for the last hour before I go to bed.
He's got kids, you know.
I got kids. Exactly. Thank you. And I have a busy life. I work full time.
Wait, that makes sense. But Seth doesn't feel that way. So Seth, explain to me why you have a different opinion.
I prefer the evenings. In the mornings, I like waking up, having coffee, and starting my day. Like I like waking up with a little bit of an edge.
So if you wake up and
I like
you
the
wake up
intensity of the morning.
I
So if
wonder
you
if
wake
that'll
up-
change for you though, Seth, as you get a little older.
I don't think so. Seth is a go-getter. You're a lazy
Just
motherfucker.
speaking to himself now, Paul. That's all you can do.
Well, you
Yeah.
don't have a job that you hate either.
Got me there, Paul.
Yeah.
So, what about on the days where you don't work?
The days I don't work. Well, my wife works from home, as you're well aware. And the girls get home from school. It gets busy and loud.
I don't need to know about your life. I just want to know why
You
not.
wake and
why-
bake, Paul? Do you wake and bake on days off? Instantly spark one up?
A lot of times I do, yeah.
Of course
a lot
he
of
does.
times, yeah.
No.
Yeah, a lot of times I do.
So Seth,
Um,
why don't you want to have the hour to yourself at the end of the night like Paul does?
I mean,
Why does it have to be right before bed? Are we just speaking nighttime or?
Well, that's the question. You said right.
That's the only time I can get any peace and quiet, any alone time.
First thing every morning or last thing every night. That's what it says.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know, at nighttime, like I'm winding down, I'm relaxed,
Yeah.
Ken and I are hanging out, and I'm like, yeah, low job at night, diet pop. Yeah, I'm set.
You know what? You know what?
Don't forget the diet pop though. 'Cause
Diet
I
pop.
won't be down.
Yeah, wait.
crazy here.
Diet pop while you're getting
Have
a
it on-
blowjob, like you just
Have it on ice.
I mean, getting older, I'm taking everything I can. Yeah.
Like, do you mind
your
if
guilty pleasures.
I drink my pop while you do that, honey?
It's like right when it's about to happen, crack the can. Oh.
This is Seth's version of a Blumpkin, you know?
Yeah.
Paul, I think I agree with Seth. I think
Yeah, I'm the same.
because I think if I fucking wake up to it, which I would love to, because it's probably I'm lazy. I'm a lazy motherfucker. But if I did, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. It's gonna ruin my
can.
whole. It's gonna ruin
can
my whole,
afterwards.
It's gonna ruin my whole morning. No, but I'm not gonna get anything done.
Oh,
He's right.
Yeah.
It would just make you fucking lazy.
it would make me lazy. It would make me motivated, I think. Like, sure, it might take me a little bit longer to get out of bed that day.
It might.
The rest of my day is going to be fucking great.
Yeah, you might have a smile on your face for the rest of the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah,
I'll
I
be
can see
happy.
that
I got
too.
nothing. Yeah, I'd love to
Maybe-
start my day like that.
Maybe Paul's right. I don't know. He's kind of swaying me a little bit, Seth.
Yeah, I like to watch a little ESPN. Smoke a little. That's me time.
Ian, morning or night?
I'm taking night for sure.
Why?
I don't know. I think I'd prefer that more. I mean, like, look, they're both fine. I mean, I'd take either one. I mean, I don't care.
I literally wake up in so much pain every day. I don't know how I find it enjoyable.
I think
I
you
sit
know
on the
what?
edge of my bed and I assess like what hurts just because I woke up. Like and then I
definitely-
stand up. I'm like, oh, my ankle. Oh,
Yeah, but
God.
before you, okay, I know what you mean, Mike. But before you even get up,
No, I don't want you fucking touching me.
really?
I'm
Really, eh?
I'm like, it's like waking up out of a fucking like from like a hibernation. Like, ugh, like it's rough.
I don't know. I think the more we talk, the more I agree with Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I'm also just hornier at night. I don't know.
I'll see opposite for me again too.
I'm horny both, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm tired by nighttone.
Wind it down.
It's so old, dude.
Wind it down.
It's
I don't stop. I don't stop all day.
Are you? I know you, man. You don't do anything.
I do
Ideally,
what?
ideally 4 or 5 p.m. is good for me.
Yeah, that'd be
That
great.
Yeah, pre or after,
5
pre or
p.m.
post dinner.
I asked Paul one time. He always tells me how busy he is. I asked him. I'm like, "Tell me what you did today. Tell me why you're so busy." He's like,
It's a lot of things you can't.
He's like, I
really
went to the
point
hardware
to.
store, and I went to the grocery. I'm like, you didn't do fucking shit. You went to the hardware store. That was it.
When you get to that age, those are tough things. But,
I gotta cook for the kids myself.
Seth, you know how Seth, when you know how to make it, you make a list. It's probably like, I got to call the manufacturer. I got to fucking talk to the shipping people. I got a meeting at this time. You have that list, right? Paul's list is like, get my hair cut, go to the hardware store, go to the grocery store. That's it. It's just like
You're forgetting 10 hours of protecting our country.
3 days a week.
Protect your nation's
first of all-
sovereignty, Fouad.
First of all, that's only 3 days a week, and you think half
4
the
days a
day
week
off.
on average. 4 days a week on average.
4 days a week. On average, you take 2 of those days off.
True. Don't say that on air.
That's a joke. We're kidding. We're kidding. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Hypothetically, I take 2 days off.
Would you rather Would you rather ATM a new first date each day of the week, or shower with Paul every day of every week? What? Pass that question.
Obviously, take the ATM.
I know, right?
Yeah. Who's going to pick?
Or are we receiving?
Are you getting the ATM?
Yeah, are we sucking a dick? That was just
Are
an
you
ass.
giving
Or are
it
we
to somebody?
Because if that's the case, I'm fucking showering with Paul every day for sure.
I think that's what it means.
Why is showering me the alternative to fucking being anally violated and orally
and then sharing a towel with Paul after too. After Paul, he uses it first.
Yeah, like it was. Is having to do ATM as bad as taking a shower with me? Is that what this person's implying?
I guess
they just really want to see us shower with you. That's what they want. They're forcing the issue.
God, not that disgusting.
What's your favorite Instagram page not bodybuilding related? That's actually interesting.
I actually got into this thing now on Twitter watching cat videos.
What?
Yeah, there's some funny ones. There's some really funny ones.
You're really getting old, Paul.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Like
it's not a big. I don't do it a lot. I do it once in a while.
Sounds like he's on drugs or something. He's like, once in a while.
Tried it once.
I don't indulge in the cat videos that often.
Some of them are great.
Seth?
I don't right now. There's a lot of like batting or like baseball batting practice because I've been watching a lot for SJ, and then like Corvette pages.
Hey, did you see the new ZR1? Dude, 1,064 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds.
I don't need
200.
that.
Listen, 233 miles per hour. That's with
instant death.
1,500 pounds of downforce. I just saw the stats roll. I'm like, and it's selling, which is going to be bullshit because the dealers are all going to mark it up.
Yeah.
But the MSRP is 175. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ooh, I just looked at Z06s. The new Z06s, like the full carbon fiber track package is like $170.
Yeah, the 175 is the base model. Obviously, you're going to option it out, right?
Yeah, it'll be over 2.
And that 170, that's probably not MSRP. That's probably what a dealer marked it up to.
No, the one.
Oh, that was on the site. Was it on the
167.
Yeah. Anyway, listen.
Nuts.
Whether it's 175,
Corvette pages are super cool.
Whether it's 175 or 275, that's honestly, those are supercar numbers.
Yes.
Like almost hypercar numbers. Like 2.3 seconds is like insane.
Hey, I understand why people think Corvettes are so cool because they fucking are.
Well, they sound
I don't know
awesome.
if it's because I crested 40 years old, but that's what I'm like. It'll be, I could open up my feed and it'll be fucking batting practice and Corvettes, and then like bodybuilders and random shit.
Mike?
Like this page. I sent you guys a picture of it. The fucking,
what is it?
Where they do the AI crashes of stuff. The zero.
Oh yeah, I watch that all the time. Yeah,
I can watch it for.
I love that shit. Yeah.
What is it?
The Ford Broncos not a good buy.
Yeah, look in the chat and go up and you'll see it. It's in there.
Okay.
In the Instagram chat, but it's just they do like a car hitting a speed bump at 120 miles an hour, but it's all AI.
What's the name of the page?
Zero Beam NG.
Yeah, I watch a lot of this too.
Zero B NG.
Zero Beam BEAM NG.
Zero.
The word zero. The word zero.
Oh, the word zero. That's why.
Yeah. Zero Beam.
Zero Beam MG. What the fuck?
This shit's awesome.
You'll just be fascinated by it.
No go.
What the fuck? Mike, how do you find this shit?
I just popped up on my feed. I saw the Ford Bronco one first, the one that's
pinned. My god.
Yeah.
That was
it'll work up miles per hour.
That's at 30 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Oh, that person's still alive. Look.
Yeah, it's Mercedes.
The Bronco takes a beating.
Oh, it's a piece of shit.
Oh,
one.
That's not bad. He's still alive there.
Hey, you're still good. Your legs are broken. You're all right.
Oh my god, the BMW's wrecked.
You're done.
Smoke.
Your steer calls your fucking chest there.
Volvo's not bad. Look, you're
Volvo.
You're still
They got
sitting in there.
they got the high safety ratings right there with the Volvos. You know?
They do, yeah.
I think Mercedes.
Oh, look
Whoa.
at the Ford. Didn't even
Ford holding
move.
it down. That guy's fine.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you. Oh, that guy's dead.
Go to the pin videos, the second one, and see the Ford Bronco from behind.
The pin video. This is the pin videos.
Oh, is it? Where's the fucking one? I can't find it. Where the fuck is that?
Oh, wait, there's a Ford Bronco. What's this?
That's just speed bumps.
Yeah, they go flying over the speed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They don't make them like they used to.
When the Bugatti hits the fucking speed bump, it like launches into the air.
This is actually pretty interesting.
yeah.
Now
it's so
I know.
fun.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It'll go all the way up to 300 miles an hour.
This is awesome. I'm gonna get so stuck on this page.
Oh, dude, you can spend 4 hours watching this shit. Like,
50's a no-go. 50's a
no,
no.
you can't do 50. No. Oh my god, what the fuck?
It's addicting watching this shit.
Fucking fun.
I want to see what 300 miles an hour does.
Oh fuck,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, it's too late.
All right, let's see. What's this? Survival chance 100%. Jumping cars from each decade.
Oh yeah, you're
You're
fucked here.
done. Oh,
Yep,
oh
there,
my
0%.
god. What the fuck? There's no way any
Survival.
of these cars are gonna fucking. This is
Oh, if you
done.
land the dance slope, he might be okay here.
I bet he didn't
Oh,
land
yeah.
the same way the
No,
Porsche
you're
landed.
fucked. Well, he's heavier, so
The Porsche landed.
Oh. Yeah, that's where he got you.
Let's see what we got here. 2000s is a Honda.
Fucking
Still alive.
The Porsche flew
he's
the
good.
furthest. The Porsche flew the furthest and then landed flat. That's why it crumpled like that.
yeah.
Oh, but he drowned.
What's this? I guess testing to see what car would survive the crash. Or
Yeah.
just random scenarios.
BMW M4.
they do a Volvo? Aren't those supposed to be the safest cars?
We just said this.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah, you're.
This is pretty fucking cool, Mike. You're gonna be fucking addicted to. It's like not like I'm
They
addicted. enough.
roll shit off trucks too.
Look at
Oh,
your
how
Oh
the
yeah,
Cybertruck
that one.
do?
Yeah.
Ford Explorer, Paul. 11 miles per hour. You're
God,
dead.
no.
Or no,
Oh,
100,
dead.
111 miles per hour.
They'd be decapitated.
Yeah, but you've never done 178 in that car.
No.
194 kilometers an hour. Oh my god. That's
Oh,
a Volvo
geez.
too. He's done. Dead.
Oh,
Finished.
what car would survive that?
None
None.
at that 200
Yeah.
kilometers an hour. No. Ford F-150.
Dead.
It's gonna handle it.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Jeez.
What
gonna
the-
take
It would be
He can
over
take it
fast at
all.
least, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, your head would just come off your body.
Oh, yeah, you'd be done.
The impact would send you through the fucking windshield, right into the
Oh.
fucking lip of the truck.
The Hyundai might have. That's not bad.
You're
Wait,
still
yeah.
dead, but
Yeah. You just
Not
have
as
to,
fast.
you just pinned under it now instead of.
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
Nope.
Oh, I slid right under there.
Okay. Holy fuck. The whole podcast is going to go by. I'm just stuck watching.
We've just gotten 20,000 new subscribers to the
All
channel.
right, let's do we'll do one more question, then we'll go. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We'll go to the very bottom. First comment is gay. That's what it says.
True.
Geography question for Paul. What's the capital of Armenia?
Is that even a country?
Yes. So obviously you don't know where it is on the
No.
map either.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to assume it's a breakaway Soviet state.
No, it's not. I'm going to show you where
It's a
it is.
failed state, probably.
It's not.
Wow, we're never going there on vacation. That's for
It's not stable there, at least.
Patrick Bet David's Armenian, I believe. It's right here. Georgia, Azerbaijan.
No, he's Iranian.
No, he's not. No, I think he's actually Armenian.
Really?
He's born in I think he's born in Iran, but I think his parents are Armenian or something like that.
I was right. It was formerly a Soviet state.
No, it's not. This is the border of the Soviet.
Oh.
Armenia, and I believe this is Iran here.
that's Iran down there.
Yeah, and that's Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Yeah. Got it, Paul?
Turkey.
the capital.
What's the
I'd be
capital?
guessing. I have no clue.
capital is, I don't know. Is it this?
Yerevan.
Yumri?
Go closer. I think it highlighted.
Yeah, Yerevan, I think it was called.
Zoom in more.
One second.
There's a little flag that popped up when you
Yeah, you got to zoom in.
You're zooming out.
There.
Yerevan?
Yeah.
Yerevan. All right, Paul. There you go. You learned something new today. Why is Fouad so rich compared to other bodybuilders? I got that oil money, bro. I'm not fucking rich at all. Let's see. To receive free food for life, but had to give up dessert or pay double the price for food for life, but receive free dessert. I take free food and no dessert.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably better for me anyway.
This is, maybe we should do something serious to finish.
Yeah.
No or yes?
Try something new.
Awesome.
No, it's not. Okay. What's one bodybuilder habit you know is weird, but you're too far gone to stop now? Iain jerks off to tranny porn.
It's not
Well,
weird.
they're technically females.
Chicks with dicks.
Yeah,
Technically females. They've just
not dudes with tits. Chicks with
Right.
tits.
Let's be clear about that.
I don't know. What's
You just leave it there.
okay?
how sauced up do you guys have to be to get into like female bodybuilder porn? You know,
Pretty far.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I might have jerked off to it once or twice in my life.
sure you
far
have.
in. You've been in pretty far.
For sure.
Listen, man, if you put me on a couple thousand milligrams of test, don't tell them what I might look. Don't tell them what I might
The standards.
Look at. Yeah,
The standards go right down the tube.
I might
Curiosity,
look at,
you know?
Yeah, curiosity has fucking got me a few times, and I'm
Oh,
like,
for sure.
and then after I bust, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
I gotta stop watching porn. It's fucking me up.
Remorse.
Yeah.
100%.
I know what I'm watching later.
Paul, lead us off with a prayer.
I thought we were gonna leave it right there with
No.
jerking off tranny porn.
You said
All right.
you'd be prepared this week, Paul.
No, I'm not, Ian. It's been a busy week.
Oh my god, this guy.
Yeah, it's been
Come
very
on, man.
busy.
Come on, man. Give us
Hardware
one.
store every day, you know.
Yeah, he's got to go to the hardware store. Every
Been
day.
traveling, Ian. Been traveling to many places.
Come on,
Jet
world.
setter.
Come on, world traveler. Fucking hit us with a prayer.
You're gonna get a wanderlust tattoo.
The airplane, one of those little airplane tattoos that
Yeah, with the fucking
chicks get.
yeah.
Dear leader. Oh, let us bow our heads. Dear leader. Well, as we enter full season soon, I see the forecast next week is looking much brighter. Happy to hear about that and get my deck finished right now, get my deck stained. So once that's done, I'm gonna open the pool up. Other than that, I got a show this weekend, Fouad and I. I'm
Paul,
hoping
this
that's a
isn't
success.
diary. It's not a diary, dude. It's not a diary. Let's start over. Come on.
I got to do this every week, Fouad. I can't come up with a sermon every
Come
week,
on.
you know?
Listen, let's try one more time with some heart. Okay.
Okay.
The guy at Home Hardware was a nice guy. He told me some good things.
Let us be guided by strength and morality as we tackle life's coming hurdles and obstacles. Let us be enlightened by each other and our various experiences. Apparently Ian still likes to jerk off to tranny porn, which is kind of weird. I don't know, maybe you can help with that problem too, maybe. Yeah, so that's about all I got for this week. Try this again next week, see if we can maybe put something together a little bit better. If anybody's got any suggestions, send them my way. I could use a little help here.
You gotta put a prayer in there for Winnipeg, Paul. Rough
Winnipeg,
city.
yeah, that city needs to be just wiped off the map. Start over again. Start over again. That's a failed city right there. That's
Failed state,
never
as
go
Paul
back
said.
there again. Let me tell you, I feel safe at any point.
All right. We'll end it there.
Sounds good.
I'll see you next week, boys.
See you guys.
Peace.